Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody? How is everything going this morning? Sunny day. Let me get my camera fixed up here. I have there we go. I had an internet issue. I got it resolved. Good morning, Davo Don. Mark Jones, good morning. How is everything, you guys? How's the guys? How's the ladies? What's going on out there, everybody? Let me make sure. We're on, we're on. Are we on? We're on. Um, let's see here. Let me get my phone. See if I can find myself. I'm looking for myself. Can I find myself? Make sure I'm on this morning. Can't find myself. Oh, we're on. Okay, good. I'm looking for myself on the phone. Mark King, good morning again. Mark Jones, good morning. Davo Don. Maureen, Michelle, and Ken, good morning. Mr. B, how is everything? Thank you, Maureen. I always love the thumbs up. Thank you so much. It's like, get the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. I saw you, Maureen. I saw you and Ken on a live stream the other day. Nice to see you guys. My phone would not uphold StreamYard, so I can't do it. But would I do StreamYard if I could? I don't know. That's something I don't know if I could or not. You know, Charlie B. Good morning, Charlie B. How is everything with you? So how is everybody doing today? Good morning. Yeah, well, at least everyone here found you. Exactly, Mark King. I can't even find myself. I'm looking for me now. I can't find me. Yeah. Tom and Ruth. I'll do this so I can catch up myself here. Live. It says live. Okay, good. I know I'm live. Live. Yeah. Okay. That's a cool picture, huh? Cool picture. Not that one. The other one. Ad. Not the ad. My picture. Uh, let's see here. Charlie B, good morning. So, family. How is family? How does family treat everybody? Frank the plumber. Good morning, Frank. I know you just, Papua New Guinea coffee. Wow. And I'm sucking it down. I have 2 cups of Nescafe Instant. So, RR and Chit Chat, they have to go to, RR has to take, has to take exam today. And, excuse me. She has to take exam today for her school, and so just roasted a fresh batch, Frank the plumber, fresh batch of Papua New Guinea coffee, and I'm sucking it down. Um, Good morning, Lagaya. How you doing? How's Mr. Ken doing this morning? Kevin, I mean. Maureen, Michelle, Jack Redmond. Good morning, Jack. I watched Ruth making that cake for Valentine's Day. I tell you what, she did a good job on that cake. I had the remnants of it. There's a small bowl over there. What she does, she cuts it and cuts pieces off, and makes the cake. And she had some extra. And so I found myself eating the extra cake. Not just me, the family came over yesterday, and we had cake yesterday. So it was actually pretty good. Maureen, Christopher Beecham, good morning. How you doing, Christopher? How's everything with you? Ken Koski, Ken, how you doing? I have not seen you in forever. So Ken, hopefully you're doing well. Everyone in the ladies' family treated me very nice. I have to tell you, they do the same for me. They treat me very nice. They ever since I got here, it's been nice. I've not had a family member not treat me nice. Not only that, the neighbors, everybody treats me very nice. So Robusto, exactly. I'm drinking Robusto, all right. I would, people say, what do you miss? A good cup of coffee. A good cup of coffee. I just dropped my charger and everything on the floor. I'm just having a time this morning. I didn't get set up right when I first started. Just having a time this morning. There we go. Got it now. I got it now. Get the cord situated. 3 or 4 chords. Ray Wolf, good morning. Good morning. Christian Martinson, good morning. Good morning. Can you guys close that door? It's very strong. Hey, not long. I'm on my way. I know. I can tell you're on your way, James. Thank you so much. You're counting the days. I remember over a year ago, you're saying, I'm coming, and you just couldn't wait. And time flies, doesn't it? Time really flies fast. It really flies fast. I'm not long at all. You're on your way. Good morning, JG. Christian Martinson again. Good morning. How's JG doing today? How you doing, JG? I'll wait until I'll tell it again. I'll just tell everybody now. I talked to Double Dog yesterday. He's doing good. Double Dog is doing good. Talked to him. Had a long conversation with him yesterday. He's doing very well. He's selling one of his trucks, repairing one of his trucks. He's selling it. He's just been busy with jobs. So he wanted me to tell everybody, hello, hello, hello. Valentine's Day was the first ever for a girlfriend. She was happy to be taken to the restaurant of her choice and order whatever she wanted. That will be the norm for us. No flowers, no gifts, except low key. That's exactly what I did with Ruth. I said, what can I do for you for your Valentine's Day? I said, she says, every day is Valentine's Day with you. So I get what flowers I want and stuff like that. She goes, I don't need anything. She says, can we go to town, maybe have lunch? I said, sure. Wherever you want to go, honey. I mean, it's only, there's 10 or 15 places she could eat at. I would not complain. But she wanted all the turkey. And because he's making the fajitas and she wanted fajitas. Kevin is in the kitchen cooking. Good for him. High five. Hey, the guy, you'll never have to worry about cooking there with him. He will always make sure you have good food. Especially my good American food, right? Charlie B., I want to thank you for your advice. My fiance checked around and I was able to find an assistant to pay all the hospital bills except for 20,000 peso. High five. High double five. High triple five. High quadruple five. Good, Charlie B. I am so happy that worked out good. And able to find assistance, yeah. There are systems and a setup available for sure. And it makes it easier when helping. Thanks to Miss Ruth for giving me the advice to make sure I told you right on that, because I had wrote down the wrong lettering and things in my things to you, Charlie, and so it was it was different for me, but I got it done, and I'm glad it worked out good for you. You're so welcome, Charlie B, and I'm glad it worked out good. If you got it all paid for but the 20, you can't beat that. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't. Son was really sick. Christopher Beecham. There you are, Christopher. My first ever live chat. How you doing, Christopher? Greetings from Sydney, Australia. Welcome on our live stream, Christopher. Hold on, darling. The window's open, precious. And thank you so much, Christopher. You guys got money? Got money and enough money and everything? Okay. Okay. I'm getting my girls off. Art's got to go to college, her 7th grade, but she's going to go to take an exam for the 7th grade. And everybody say a prayer for her and wish her luck today. It's a timed exam, and it's pretty. This questions I read you guys the other day, pretty extensive testing, but it's okay. It's good. It's good. So thank you for coming on, Christopher Beecham. Frank, Tom, my plane flight is $100 cheaper on Skyscanner versus, bye honey, love you. Hey, good luck. Say prayer. Say prayer. Okay. All right. Mott watch on top of the fridge. She always keeps it on top of the fridge. Where's her watch? Her expensive watch. She washes dishes. She don't want to get wet. She puts it always at the top of the fridge. $100 cheaper on Skyscanner. Awesome. So did you book it? And you know what? I got to tell you, I went back and looked at the flights again yesterday. $500 round trip if you take it next week, the week after, and the week after that, from USA here or here USA. a direct flight, and call it one stop. I call it direct flight. It's one stop. One stop's in Manila. So you go from here to Cebu, or yeah, here where I live, say Cebu, to Manila, and then Manila to JFK and or San Francisco and or LAX, and they do have a flight to Chicago. And all for $530, including taxes, fees, and everything, round trip. The layover in Manila is 3 hours. And I know why. You're going through the system there. 5 more days and I'll be in the Philippines if the creek don't rise. Man, Ray, I've heard that saying. Oh my goodness. I haven't heard that saying, if the creeks don't rise. Man, that's a saying I said all my life. I'll be there tomorrow if the creeks don't rise. That means so I can get through the creek. Good morning, John Baker. How you doing this morning? Welcome on the stream. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in world to world. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Let me get on my screen here again. Hold on. Let's see here. Make sure I get everybody here. I'm having a problem with my internet this morning. Okay, let's see. JG, where are the flights from USA having left layovers now? Or can you fly to Hong Kong now? The virus. Jack Redmond, what they're doing, they open up the flights to Taiwan now. You can fly to Taiwan. You can fly to Taiwan from here to Taiwan or from US to Taiwan. They open up those flights. The government here says, oh, we can't do that because Taiwan raised such a stink that they're going to make every Filipino that's working there get a visa before they enter the country. Right now, it is a free visa upon entry. You get a stamp. And so they're doing that now. And the reason why they're doing that is because of the thing. So it's Taipei is open as of today. Tom and Uncle Sam, good morning. Morning. Philippine Airlines, JFK, airport, no connectors. Exactly. Straight on, man. That's the reason I told you guys about it. Some booked it the other day at 600, 560, 600. Hey, $600 round. I've never had a ticket like that. The cheapest I ever could find was $800, and I was jumping through hoops to get those. Go tickets for family to fly Davao to Manila, $32.80. Yeah, got tickets for family to fly Davao to Manila, $32.80 each. It's really good. Can't beat it. How can you beat that? Danny Stout, good morning. So, to let everybody know, Double Dog is doing very well. He is up and running. He is fine. He is, what he's doing is has a, his truck broke down. So he's having to deal with his truck. He's having a time with his truck. So he's trying to get that fixed and back up on the road. Nice cover photo for live stream. Isn't it nice? I saw that one. Steve D, good morning, Steve D. How you doing? No, I can't. The bill was 285,000 pesos. They paid a lot. I know they did. Charlie B. And I'm glad that Ruth and I were able to help you some on that. Tom, not yet. You didn't book it yet. Okay. Yeah, it's good. I'll cross that creek filled with gas to get there. You know what? You won't be the only one. A lot of people are doing that. Mr. Mike T, man, good morning. How is everything with you? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully everything is fantastic. I go from JFK to Manila and then take connector to Davao. Then the condo I rent. There you go. Yeah, I would always go from Daytona to JFK, of course. I mean, Daytona is international. They have flights coming out of there going to Asia and things. And I could have got some great flights going out of there, out of Sanford Airport. That's another thing. I didn't even go down that road yet. They got a nice airport there. It's international. You can go fly out throughout the world out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And the many flights go to Bangkok, Vietnam, and just shoot on in here. Not too cold here tonight. Walk to the laundry room in my shorts. Don't make me roll after it. Good morning. Don't make me roll after it. Mr. Mike T. How is things? Anthony-ish. How you doing? Good morning. Things at work. Have a great day. Things to do at work. Okay. James, have a great day, my good friend. and hopefully you have a great, wonderful day. To Ruth and I, when I first got here, family, they met us, and the first thing they asked, you hungry? And I said, no, I'm fine. And so the family's been that way ever since, just kind and gentle toward me. And I never, I never really had the family in my past that was just all around pretty good. My past, I must have been with just a different crowd all the way around, but I never did have a family like what they have family here. I mean, I go out to pick up tree limbs in the yard or something to do in the yard, and 5 minutes later you'll have 5 or 6 or 7 people out there picking up the tree limbs with you. Or they'll take and say, no, let me cut the grass. I'll cut it. Let me cut it. No, I want to do it. No, I want to do it. So they just help. I'm flying from Indy to Toronto to Manila. Flying from Indy to Toronto to Manila. Ah, okay. Hey, whatever works. Whatever works. Whatever works. Indy, you're flying out of Indianapolis, Toronto. Okay, no worries about that, Danny. No worries. The flight from Manila to Davao about 90 minutes. Yeah, that's exactly right, Davao Don. It's about 90 minutes. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. LAW, aloha. Aloha. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How is everything with you? Hopefully you're doing very well. How is life? I haven't seen you in forever. I thought about you the other day. I haven't seen you probably in a few months. The other day, I was thinking about the people that I actually talked to and have talked to in my past that was on the live stream originally. A lot of those people that's been here with me from the beginning are still here, but they have gone on, done better things. You remember 40 and Broke? There's a gentleman that's always on our live stream, 40 and Broke. Or how about Dawson Creek? You guys remember Dawson Creek? I talked to him. How about 40 and Broke? He's always on our stream. He's on for a lot of years. Remember him? He has always been there. He's always been there for us. And he's here. He's here. I never would have thought. I asked him, I said, do you think, he said, I'll never make it. I'll never make it. Well, guess what? He's here. He's here, and he's heading to Jinsan today. And he's been here. He's been here for a few months. And so it's surprising. And he thought, I will never be able to make it there. I will never be able to make it. Family is good so far. I'm not seeing a financial resource. I'm not seeing his financial. They are happy that girlfriend is finally a good relationship. They accepted no kids too. So far so good. And Mr. B, too, and it's how you approach it like that, right? It's how it's handled. If you say I don't have money, how can you get money? If they see white face ATM, well, just say I don't have money. I'm restricted on my money. I'm not 62. I'm on restricted budget, and believe me, they will understand that. You'll find that most Filipino will understand that you're on a restricted budget, and they will not bother you in that sense. Now, it's okay. Listen, somebody needs $20, they need $20. Somebody needs $40, they need $40. But if you can't afford to give it away, don't give it away. But if you can help them. I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's okay. Have I helped? Sure. I mean, come on. There's been times in my past where I need $20. Sure. Hey, my ATM card's not working, whatever. I remember one time I couldn't even get in my bank. They sold Barnett Bank there in Florida. And it was a hassle. And it's the only bank I had, and I'll never forget that. So I went to my buddy, hey, can I borrow 20? He says, how about 50? So you just figure it out, right? I took that route because only 23 hours and only one stop and don't want to go through China or Korea. I see. I understand that. I exactly was going through my mind, why would you take that route? I understand exactly. You did the right thing. They opened up Taiwan yesterday. And because of what's going on. They decided that since they opened that up, now the flights are coming in and out of the country there. But there's still going to be issues because they're going to be pre-screening the passengers. I understand they unloaded a lot of passengers off the ships today. So there's going to be a lot of that. Zeke Thomas. Zeke, you know what? I have I remember you. I quite enjoyed your videos a long time. Just got back 3 weeks in Cebu. Coming back in May, probably Davao. See, when you come, yeah, I remember you. Middle of Arizona. Huh, I remember you. But thank you so much for watching the videos. I appreciate everybody watching the videos, even though they're goofy. My wife, mom, and dad thanked me for marrying their daughter. They both came to the States, worked 20 years, now living back in the Philippines, collecting Social Security. High five to that. High five, high five. My best buddy, Gary, the one lives up in Bacolod, he did that. He military, came here, found his Filipina. They worked it out, worked stuff out, and then got back to U.S. And she worked there for many years. She's retired now. She's drawing Social Security. Of course, he's drawing Social Security, U.S. Social Security. I mean, they were in U.S. for 20 years, and she's drawing U.S. Social Security. I mean, he's getting about 1,100 a month, and then she's getting a little less than that, 900 and change. But they're very happy. They're living like kings, and enjoying life. And they said, yeah, they could live on that in U.S., but it's just not enough. A lot of times. Sydney, Australia to Manila is around 900 Aussie dollars. It only takes 8 hours. My wife's family treat me very well. They do everything for me. Christopher, I tell you what, that's the big thing. And if you can find a wonderful lady, and you find her, she'll be there for you. Now, a lot of times, I say this: for every 10 that come here from whatever country, all the countries, you're going to have 1, 2, 3 that's not going to like it. They're just not going to find a lady. They're not going to get in a good relationship. They just are unlucky in love, whatever. And they're going to go back, and they're going to hate life. They're going to hate the country. They're going to hate everybody here. And you're going to just have it. And it happens. Of course, it happens. I mean, I was burnt, and I was fried, and I was upset, just like anybody else would be. I mean, even Steve Montelli was talking about that. He came here, found a lady, ended up being what he thought she would be. He ended up leaving, went back to Arizona, and then he came back, and now he's back in Arizona. But that's the way it is. It's just tough, man. There's no. Is it pie in the sky? There's no such thing as pie in the sky. Is it creams and coffee all the time? It's not creams and coffee, but it's okay. It's doable. It's livable. I don't think anything is perfect, but I think if you find someone that can deal with you and you can deal with her and you guys got to get along, I think it's doing pretty good. And that's it. Carol Montgomery, how you doing, Carol? Welcome, welcome. How is New York? No flights in mid-April to end of April. Detroit, Manila, under $900. Mid-April to end of April. Detroit to Manila. Kevin Nash. No, there's no flights from Detroit to Manila, but there's some great deals from JFK. Get to Detroit, go to Detroit, JFK to Manila, and I think you'll find there's some good deals. That Skyscanner the other day was from 14th of April to May the 8th. And it was 500 and change. So I checked that flight yesterday. It's still available, but you have to get to JFK. So you could jump a hopper over from Detroit to JFK and then scoot out of there. Might save you some bucks, but they do have them. Christopher Beecham, have you tried Cebu Pacific? They have great special tickets, often half that price. Mark Jones. Yeah, let's see, $900. Yeah, Sydney, hey Christopher, try Skyscanner, try Travel and Adventures Club, travelandadventures.club. That's who it is, travelandadventures.club. $900. I have tried Cebu Pacific. They do. I tell you another one. The people don't like them, and I really don't like them. There's Air Asia, but you can find some cheap flights. JG's keep them warm. Is he cold? Is it cold up there? Hello, Mom. Too many names to list. Mom, Judy Fisher is saying hi to everybody that's here, and she wants to say hi to everybody. So, hi, Miss Judy. How's Mom doing this morning? Rick Morris. I was just looking at tickets. Central Virginia through Atlanta to Manila for $600 at the start of August. There you go, Rick. How can you beat it? So, you're looking at tickets from Central Virginia, okay, to Atlanta. So it's okay. To Manila for $600 to start August. There you go. There you go. I looked last night. Another site you could take a look at. ASAP tickets. Check it out. ASAP tickets. They had Chicago, Detroit, JFK, Daytona, Orlando, Dallas, LAX. I'm missing a couple. Somewhere, Colorado, Denver, somewhere. I don't remember. There's a couple I'm missing. Atlanta. Cheap tickets. One way. These are one-way tickets, but you get round trip. These one-way tickets run from 200 to 250 up to 300, 319 for one way. ASAP tickets, check them out. That's another site you can check out. But always rest assured, when people say, well, they don't like the third-party sites. Man, I've always booked on third-party sites. I have never booked. I just get the cancellation policy. I just pay extra $12 for the cancellation policy. And if it's canceled, I get my money back immediately. If it's a problem and I want to change it, as long as I change it within 24 hours upon them leaving, departure, I can get my money back. Death in the family or whatever, I can just, and they say a reason for, and I put job, life, Hey, Judes, good morning. Carol, good morning. 300. It costs 300 to New York. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Why does it cost so much? Because you're probably getting a round trip. I don't know. That's a lot. Man. Okay. Just look, dog out the flip flops. There, froze my tail off. Try to find closer ages to be happy. Yeah, try to find closer ages. A story. This is a true story. I have a gentleman that's coming here. Found a lady at the hardware store, decided not to find the lady. You remember that gentleman? She changed her mind. Then this gentleman found someone in CDO and who's coming here. Is going to stay a few days and go to CDO. They were going to actually meet here. That fell apart. It was the same guy. You know what? Here, so many men that come here, you have to take your time in finding a lady. You have to court the lady. You have to say hi to her. You have to date her. You have to meet her family. And you have to do all this. And not necessarily to go and say, hey, let's get intimate. It's like, I don't understand these guys thinking, man. There's something off in some of these guys' brain that think they can come here and do that to these people. I don't understand the thinking of some of these men. You have to court the ladies like you do anywhere else in the world. You have to open the door for them. You have to give them a flower. You have to give them a card. You have to just court them. You have to be nice to them. Date them. And so what? You date them for 6 months. So what? You date them for 3 months. So what? That's life, right? So many of these guys are cuckoo. They tell me, hey, Tom, no, I'm going to, so this guy's coming here. He said, you can't spend me 2 days with me? Tells the lady. She goes, no, I don't know you. Why would I spend 2 days with you and I don't know you? I never met you before I found you here on Facebook or wherever they found each other. Facebook is what it was. So it's like some of these guys are like, no lady in their right mind. I tell that guy to go fly a kite. Shave or color. I say ogre. I guess what? How about I just leave it? Hello. Kanoi. How you doing this morning? How is everything with you, my good friend? Welcome. I talked to Double Dog yesterday. He's doing very well. When Mr. Beer comes on, I'll tell him because he was asking about him last night. On Mr. Riley's channel, Zeke Thomas, what part of Arizona are you at? My home base is Bullhead City. Bullhead City. Been there a few times. Davao, Air Asia, cheapest fly in the Philippines. Air Asia is the cheapest. Good morning, Sasor. Good morning. How you doing? Zeke Thomas. I am Spring Valley where the 79 meets 17, 30 minutes east of Prescott Valley. Oh, man, Zeke. You're in my neck of the woods. That is where I was born and raised. I love Prescott, Arizona. And I will be there probably by January of next year, if the Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise. If the creeks don't rise and the Lord's willing, I'll be there by January of next year. Praise to the Lord. We'll see. Good night, George. George! How you doing, my good friend? Thank you for coming on. Long time no see. Thank you for the comments always on the channel. Zeke, nice gold mining country. I tell you what, nice gold mining, nice silver mining. A lot of silver. Yeah, a lot of bad reviews on, you're right, ASAP, but it's just one that comes through. I prospect in Broadchester, just west of my house. I used to do a little prospecting when I was a kid. You know, we had the prospector kit, like all the kids do, and got a lot of fool's gold, a lot of fool's gold, lot. How is Tom today? Kanoi, Tom is doing very well. I miss my compadre today. Her and RR had to go to the college to take an exam. RR's taking an exam to go 7th grade for next year, and this is the entrance exam. And if she passes this exam, she can go into this college, and it goes 7th grade all the way up to through college. And I want her to get that experience at the college. This school that she has is nice. There's nothing wrong with it. There's not one thing wrong with this school. I'm just taking her to a better education. I want her, she wants to be a doctor, so she needs to go here. This is one of the best nursing schools there is in the country. I always fly Korean Air. They're a great airline. So Kanoi, yeah, she's with RR over at the heading to school to take the exam. So the mamas are all going to sit out there while the children take the exam. They had to go to the college. So luckily we have a professor, two professors that are good close friends that work at the college will help and guide them to the path that so they can get her in there. I mean, you know, he's just taking exams, and they're really good school. The teachers are really good. A lot of times too, it's the teachers that teach, right? Over at First Fruit, she has great and wonderful teachers. At this college, they're experienced teachers. They've been around a lot of years. They're just college teachers. So, Zeke Thomas, this beautiful country, too cold for me. Through any time under 100 degrees is cold. From where Eva Air is best. I booked on Cal and get Miles, my fiance, 52. I met everyone many times. Nothing wrong with that, Edward McIntyre. How you doing, my good friend? I talked with my fiance 4 years before I came there. I tell you what, Charlie, it's okay. I talked to Ruth and I were about a year, almost a year, not quite a year before I actually met her. Winter's not bad here, not as like Flagstaff, but does get some cold. I tell you what, Zeke, I've been in some snowstorms there in Prescott as a child growing up, you know, 3-4 feet snows. But I tell you what, nothing compares to Buffalo. Nothing. I can tell you that. Lived in Buffalo for a while is a nightmare. I get in my car, get it all cleaned up and washed and everything, and the next day a snowstorm come in, have it in the garage, you know, got it plugged in because it's cold, getting ready for that snowstorm coming in the next day. I was in business class, 165 round trip economy, round trip Detroit JFK. Oh, okay, I see. So 165, okay. I guess because I'm used to the tourist rates in Florida, I would scoot out of Florida, and I was used to getting round trip tickets, you know, 100, 150 bucks like that, because we would take, I can't think of the airlines now. I've been away from U.S. for a while. I forget some of that stuff. You need a few things in common. You're exactly right. Watching my Speedos, David Don. Steve D, yeah, you got to have a few things in common. You have to have that bond. You have to have that bond. Kanoi, you're in the Philippines, you're in Toronto. Charlie B, Korean Airlines have upscale food as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kanoi, he is doing very well. He, yesterday, I bet we talked a couple hours. What it is, my Facebook, I say my Facebook, I get a lot of messages there, and I get a lot, as you guys know, and it's hard for me. So I apologize to anyone if I'm not able to get back. Yesterday was Sabbath, and a lot of days it's hard for me to get back, answer to everybody, because I'm answering the guys from the day before and the day before and the day before that, where like people need help or something that is asked of me, like you know, just questions and things, and sometimes I get people to reply. So if I don't get back, I said apologize for it, but it's really hard for me to get back to everybody all the time, plus my emails and Facebook now. Yesterday, somebody comes on there and messages straight off the bat, "Hello, hun." It was a lady's picture on there. I'm going, Ruth says, "Who is this?" I said, "I have no idea." Hello, hun, to somebody that's they're married, and you got some lady, "Hello, hun," on Facebook. Like, I've talked to you. I don't even know who you are, right? So some lady comes on there and messages, "Hello, hon." I said, "I'm sorry, I don't know." I tell her, I said, "Well, just tell her I don't know who you are and what do you need." Well, I mean, come on, you don't. Hello, hun. What is that from some Filipina? So it's trying to start trouble, because we have that. We have a lot of females try to start trouble between our relationship all the time. And so she said, "I don't know who it is, Daddy Tom." I said, "Well, hand me the phone." I'm getting angry at that time, right? We're getting ready to walk out for church. I said, "Don't contact me. Don't contact me anymore. I don't know who you are." "Well, I'm a friend of Scott, so and so out of Virginia, and remember, we're the couple that's married. This, that, and other." Well, you know what? Like, I know who you are. You're one of I have 19,000 subscribers, and you're one of 500 emails I get a day, right? So I said, I don't know who you are. Well, we come back from church, and there's 75 messages on her. "I'm the one to talk to you about this. I'm the one to talk to you about that." And it goes down all this list about this stuff. I'm looking at it going, "Man, that was 5 months ago," in my mind. I said, "That's 5 months ago." Like, I'm going to remember. I remember it now. I remember the storyline. So I told Ruth, I said, "You know what? Maybe I just need to just turn off all. No, 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 none." Because it's like, "Hello, hun. How are you today? Long time no hear." And we're all within the first three messages. And I'm thinking to myself, and it's a female, a picture, Facebook page, female Filipina. And Ruth's looking at it, go, "Who in the heck is this?" I don't know. I don't care who it is. I really don't care. And so, long story short, it got to be, the point is, I go, "Is it another one trying to break us up or something?" She goes, "No, it's some lady, some this, that." So she did research on it, and Ruth straightened it out. And I said, "Just don't contact me anymore." I'll be flying out of Toronto, Randy May 1st, Manila. Met a guy that slept with two girls a day for 2 weeks in Angeles. Now he wants advice on finding a good girl. I don't want that kind of guy here in town. He makes us all look bad. To be honest with you, it's exactly what I don't want. I don't want someone to come in my area the same thing. I don't want it. And I basically, in fact, it's like Scoot told me yesterday. Just tell that person that that you don't want him around. Just tell him you don't want him around. Just tell him, "We don't want you around. We don't need you anymore. We don't want you around our area." And you know what? Scoot's right. So he already knows that. I don't want the guy around here. I don't want bad name. It's bad enough as it is. Good morning, Sperling Edwards. How you doing, Sperling? How's Mr. Sperling? John Baker, good morning. I am ready for high water. Christian Martin, good morning. I think 3 hours, Kanoy. Fool's gold, iron sulfate should tell you what's wrong with the rest of the metals in that area. Hint, hint, exactly. Exactly, iron phosphate. Are you in Dumaguete, John Baker? I am in, are you asking me? I am in Mindinao. If the creeks don't rise, don't you know what that means? Andrew Jackson said in response to the president, it was the Creek Indians, was referring to the Florida Panhandle. Is that where it came from? I remember saying that as a child in Arizona, if creeks don't rise. And I don't know where but I guess it came from there. Can we hook up on what time or just to message me? I live in Fargo, North Dakota. Awesome, awesome. Yes, New York is barn doors on houses' upper floor for the snow. Exactly, exactly. We had the house that I had there in Buffalo. Of course, it's a small A-frame, very small houses, as you guys know, 2-story, and it's a very small house. Square footage probably less than 1,200 square feet. As you know, they build them small. You know why? Because you're not heating all that. Had a basement with a sump pump in it, this, that, and other. But it was a okay house. I mean, cold is cold, right? So how do you warm it, right? So the temperature, I would always keep the gas at 60. So and it's still cold. I mean, so you don't get the bill that's really expensive. So the house would stay at 60, and that's cold. Hello, Mr. B. Zeke Thomas, is good information to know about the Creek Indians. I didn't know it either. Rick Tunga, Korean Air is the best. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, I flew Korean Air. There was another one I flew, and I forget the name of it. B-61. 100% right. They treat the girls like commodity. No, it's not good for anybody. It's really not. I have to watch a lot of times too. I tell some of my friends, if you don't mind, and Judy made me aware of this, Please don't say those words like that. They're human beings. We're all human beings on this earth. And I asked Ruth, I said, Ruth, what this guy is coming back into town again. She goes, oh man, he's a sex pat. I said, yes, he's a sex pat. And so people like that we don't want around. I said, I know that. Of course, I basically told him not to come. Don't contact me anymore. But yet I get 2 or 3 emails this morning, so we'll see. I'm just tired of it. God bless with the schooling. Kids are so lucky today with technology. They really are. I mean, she spent the night at the school. She came back yesterday. She's going to go take the exam today and then school tomorrow. But I have to say, she's really lucky. She's got good schools. Man, I wish I went to school here. I wish I went to school here. It's cool, man. They have projects. They have fun. I don't know. My school was tough. I was lucky. I only had to live in state Washington, Tacoma for only 4 months starting in January before moving to Orlando. Mark King, you're lucky. You're lucky. Yeah, I lived Prescott, then Tennessee, and then scattered around Tennessee and Kentucky and all that stuff a few times because of my job in Nashville. Went down to Mississippi and stuff, go to jobs and stuff, and then ended up in Buffalo. I tell you what, it is cold in Buffalo. Ended up in Buffalo. I said, nah, it's okay. I can do a year here. Well, it ended up being longer than that. So I said, in the company I was working for, they paid me good money. So it's not like, I'm going to Florida. Well, no, the salary here is here. The one in salary going to Florida is this much. So eventually I ended up taking this to go to Florida. Boston Jack, good morning. How you doing? Yeah. Good morning, Boston. John Baker. I don't add single Philippine ladies. Yeah. Hello, Tom Rodney, Full Circle. God bless. Happy Sabbath from wet and cold Vancouver, Canada. How you doing, my good friend? How you doing? Good to see you, John H. Good morning. Rodney Full Circle, how is it going? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're well. I haven't seen you in a long time. We miss you, brother. We miss you. John H., good morning again. Another great guy. Mark Dole, good morning. Man, I'm seeing a lot of my good subscribers here, my commenters. Andrew Jackson needed to get to New Orleans to fight the British, yes. And he had division troops trying to quell an Indian uprising in Florida, led by Tecumseh's brother. Was it really? Was it really? Buffalo, very cold. I almost got stuck in a truck out there on the Highway 1, I-90, nasty weather. I did get stuck one time in a snowbank. It was a rental car. And there and on I-90, I'm going to tell you something. I said to myself, something's wrong with me. Why in the world would I come up here? As I'm sitting there freezing and everything else. I'm just stuck in the snowbank. It's ice, of course. Road crew come pull me out and got me back where I need to go. I have to tell you, good people there. He answered the president saying he would be on time if the Lord willed, and the Creeks Indians did not rise up. And of course, he made it. Yes, he did. Tom, a lot of people, hon, the cashier at Walmart, the lady from electric company who was nice to me over the phone and helped me, the guy who held the door for me at the store, maybe it's just her way. That's exactly right, Judy. Yeah, the cashier at Walmart, lady from electric company who was nice to me over the phone and helped me. The guy who held the door for me at the store, maybe it's just their way. Exactly, Judy. You know what? My brother is married probably one of the most beautiful, wonderful ladies. They've been married a long time. They're a long time. And I said to him one time, I says, you're really lucky, brother. And he says, I am. And I told her, I said, you're lucky too. And she goes, I know. I say a prayer for you every day with my brother. He's more of a handful than me. But they're just happy married. She knows what he's thinking before he even thinks it. And he does the same to her. This is just a great and wonderful couple. It's nice to see that. And my other brother, same. He's happy and content in his life. So that's all that matters. Ray Wolf, trips around Coach, Detroit, Manila, 1,300, 200 more than our Delta. Yeah, keep that bad guy. Steve D, you're right. He's not coming. He's not coming. I basically told him, and I told the driver, the personal driver, I said, if he calls you, don't pick him up. I said, just don't pick him up. He says, oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. He said, Tom, he was really bad. I said, I know. I said, here's something people don't understand too, is if you're sometimes things are good. Listen, when you're searching in life all around the place, right, and you're not able to find it, sometimes what you have is right in front of you. And all you got to just look for it. It's right there in front of you. And going over here, going over there, going over here, going over there is not the thing. It's right there in front of you. People are something else, I tell you. If possible, may get my youngest son to go to school in the Philippines, pay cash instead of a ton of student loan debt, pay cash and live the life. Rick, that is really a good deal. I mean, my daughter is 35,000 peso a year, so $700 for her to go to school in a private school. It's well worth it. I think Jeremy and Jim's paying a little bit more than that, quite a bit more than that. They're in Davao, but it's okay. But think about it this way: 700 or 1,000 or 1,200 bucks a year going to private school. It's okay. Now, this particular college is going to cost us about a third of that, and it's not about the money. It's about the teaching, and all the students in the private school are ranging in age from out of college from 24, 25 to 30 years old, and that's it. The teachers in the college, let's see, young Wi-Fi. Let's see, what am I on here? This here. Let's go here. Let's go ZLDT. I'm making sure. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get on my. As you can see, look at the Z. Look at the Z. Look at the thing, connectivity. Unbelievable, huh? So there's no service there. ZLPT. Let's see. It's been minus 30 for the past 2 days in Toronto. How come we park in a driveway and not in a parkway? Exactly. Greetings from Tucson, Arizona. Robert Anthony Deem, how you doing this morning? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How is everything with you? Marquine, I wish I was able to stay in one school for more than 1 year. Most that stayed in one school was 2 years. It sucked. It felt like I was learning in school like that. I tell you what, Mark, it had to be hard being in the military and a father and doing that and dealing with that. It had to be really hard on you. Really hard on you. In 1 year, I'd gone to 3 different schools. Unbelievable. That's tough. I spent a month inside the Arctic Circle working with Norwegians. It was in February doing my old job. Outside was minus 25. It was challenging. Delicate work in the gloves isn't fun. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. I'm not one of those guys that is really good with cold. I'm just not. I'm not. Never have been. I was just never have been one of those guys. I just not dealt that way. Kevin Nash Kitchen, airfare and hotel expenses empties your wallet. Thank God we have Airbnb. I usually spend approximately $3,000 a month for hotels. I just booked with Airbnb for half. Ray Wolf, that's the way to do it. That's the thing. And with me, I'm trying to get to plan things out for my family. As you know, we got the meet and greet. Now, guys, don't forget the meet and greet is in Davao this April 19, 20, and 21. Don't forget, everybody's invited. Please come to the meet and greet. In Davao, June Dell's apartment was about 400 USD a month. Good morning, Tom and Ruth. Where's Ruth? SF Bukaki. Good morning, Davao Don. 400. Miss Ruth is with RR. They went to the college today. RR is starting 7th grade next year, and she has to take exams. We're going to start her in the college next year. It goes from 7th grade all the way up through to college. So we're going to start her in college. So she's taking an exam for entrance exam. So hopefully everybody say a prayer for her. Hopefully she'll be okay on that exam. So she's with her today. I was going to go, but it's just basically going to a room and sitting outside the room. And I asked her today, I said, "Do you want your daddy to go with you?" She goes, "No, Daddy, you make me nervous sitting out there." I said, "I'd make you nervous?" She goes, "Yeah, because if you're there, I want to do 100%, 100, 100, 100. If Mommy's there, I can just relax." And I said, "Do I stress you?" She goes, "No, it's not like that." She said, "I just feel like it's okay. You can stay here because I'm going to do the best anyway." I said, "Okay." Mr. B, good morning. That's tough work. A friends do construction, and they sent me videos what it's like. Yeah, good morning, Thomas Quigley. How you doing, Thomas? Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. Good morning from Boston. I don't recommend going to college in the Philippines if you're from the States like I did. Filipinos study and study and study, no play. The opposite of me. Yeah. I went to college. Man, what did I go for? I went to go play, play, play. I didn't last long. I didn't last long. I had to take studies, my job. What is your connection? Well, Aaron Welker, I have PLDT, I have Globe, and I have Excelcom. I have PLDT we have applied for fiber. We're waiting to see on that. And it's nothing's happened. So we will call the guy and find out. That was 3 weeks ago. So I guess I get fiber whenever. And all three companies are horrible. Hello, Thomas. Good morning, Aaron Walker. Good morning, Sperlin Edwards. Good morning again, Thomas Quilley. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning. I hope she gets in. Testing 1, 2, 3. Davo Don, testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I hope she gets in too. It's one of those things that it's very important that she gets the good education, and I want her to want to go in. Now, I'm going to say this, and that's what I'm talking about family this morning. When your cousin goes to tests like that, do all your other cousins go? Well, with my family, I guarantee it's not just Ruth and her sister and their children going, because they all go to the same school, Ruth and her sister, like this, and their children go to the same school, right? So will the other sister's children come and give her support? Probably. So they took the bus this morning, and I guarantee it's probably 15 or 18 members of the family going too for support. Yeah, guarantee. Guarantee. Husband, wife, kids, other sisters' husbands. Yeah, exactly. They're all going. Yes, they will all go to support RR and Mejan. Two of them's taking exam, Mejan and RR. Their cousin. Same age, same grade, same class. So, will they go do it? Yeah, they're going to go do it today. And we had to pay the exam fee, all the stuff. It was $5, so it's okay. And so, but can you imagine? So imagine 18 people. Now that's just my family. So imagine the other family. So there'd be quite a few people there to take the exams, and they go for support. They always do, and that's what I love about the Philippines. They support each other, and they support each other until if one gets a job in one area, they'll support the other one there, and they'll help the family. I mean, family helps family, but know that they help me too, and I'm married into the family, right? So, but it's how can you beat it? I mean, how can you beat it? I went to the doctor, typhoid, right? I'm in there in the lab. All of a sudden, people heard Tom's in the hospital. All was as far as this lab results when I had typhoid. Man, I had church members, I had professor, the family, the really wonderful family. I had people inquiring, how's Tom better? And then I had family always inquiring, Tom okay? Do we need to come there? And does he need anything? And this, that, and other. But what a good feeling is that, right? It's a wonderful feeling. Tom, I was not in a military family, single mom family with 3 siblings, and I was oldest, so I had to watch over the young ones changing the diapers, bottle feedings. I see. Okay, Mark. I thought it was military. I understand that. Hello, Bill Pruitt. How you doing, Mr. Bill? Praying for your kid. I love and thoughts coming your way. Thank you, Aaron Walker. I appreciate it, my good friend. Thank you. And thank you, Bill Pruitt, for coming on. School is supposed to be work, just saying. American schools spend too much time needing hot chocolate, a safe place, and a puppy. Yeah, they study here. I just put her books in there. I could read you some of the test exams that she's taking because she got a sample, just a sample. I could read you some of the questions, and I guarantee it was hard for me to answer, but I bet you some of you guys have a hard time answering some of them. They're pretty hard. In our schools, we have a test in 7th grade. Yes. And entrance, that's 12th grade. Exactly. She's taking the 7th grade entrance assessment test today. That's exactly what she's doing. She's taking assessment on her knowledge, what she has, and can you fail these? Yeah, you can fail these. Can they not accept you? Sure. They can make a decision not accept. Not everybody gets in this college. Not everybody gets in. Man, you know how many people believe in education here? They really, really, really believe in education. And kids are studying like crazy, and they do study. I mean, we have what do you call it, cum laude in the family? We have some highly intelligent. In fact, Chiche's uncle went to Harvard. Uh, yeah, Harvard. We have some smart people, and I mean went to Harvard, straight spot on from Philippines to Harvard, and he's one of the smartest men I ever met in my life. I sat with a table talking to him. I said, "So how?" He says, "You graduated Harvard?" High, top in the class, um, and just a smart man. And it's enjoyment just sit around and talk to him. And that's their family. There's quite a few families, a lot of civil engineers. So I asked him, I said, what was Harvard like? He said, it is something else. You think that you know something? We know nothing. Harvard is something else. But anyway, he went spot on. It didn't cost him a dime. My oldest sister, because it's all scholarships, my oldest sister learned how to change diaper bottles, feed from teaching her how to do it. All the girls learned from me. Mark King, I tell you what, I was the oldest, and I had to do the same thing. I went to school and everything else, but I was the watcher all the time. My mother had to eventually get a job, and because it took two incomes to make a living, and my father didn't make that much, and I was the guy. I was the go-to guy. Did I get in trouble? Yeah. Did I was I a good watcher? No, I was not. I mean, how can you be when I was 10 years old, 9 years old? How can you watch kids, right? So my brothers tell me stories all the time. The baby would say, "I remember you not changing my diaper." I said, "How can you remember your baby?" She goes, "Because I remember mom yelling at you." I said, "Yeah, probably." You're right. Schools need to get back in reading, writing, math, and science. Good morning, Makoto Husabi. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Everyone in chat from Tokyo. What was all done back, Tom? That was all done back in the '60s too. Exactly, Mark. Exactly. Hate to bring up food, but I'm about to make a meatball sandwich. Eat your well. That's a bukkake. I tell you what's in a meatball, man? I love meatballs. I can't eat pork anymore. 10th grade assessment's more important, of course. Yes, it is, Kevin. You're right. It is. 10th grade, you're right. Exactly. Seventh grade is more of who were you at this particular time? Because we all know from first to sixth, they just kind of just put you through, right? It's automatic, right? But seventh, eighth, and ninth, they're really going to took an assessment on you. Seventh grade was my hardest. And then right after that, it was my freshman. Well, freshman in Arizona at the time was 10th grade, 10th, 11th, 12th. They had it different. They had 1 through 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. Uh, in different schools, right? So 10, 11, 12 was 3 years in high school. But a lot of high schools now are 9, 10, 11, 12. No visitors allowed in hospitals here. Only the watcher allowed. Have to tell the guard what your business is, pass the test, answer nurse questions, get in for lab test or doctor visit. Now I'm talking. Mine was before. Not. I'm talking about typhoid before. I'm not talking about now, Mr. B. Yeah, I understand that now. All understand that now. Here, it's not. It's not like that here yet. It's not like that here yet. Not saying it won't be like that here yet. Uh, we went to visit someone in the hospital. It was just scoot in, scoot out. No big deal. But I can understand that. Got to say, here in the States, the money is now in the trades. Yes, it is. 50, 80 a year, no debt. Just kids want to work any hard anymore. Exactly. My father told me to let around, get a trade, find something to do, get a trade, plumbing, electrical, get into something. Thomas Goob, how you doing? Uh, Greetings from Bangladesh, my Beanie Batongas. Hope I said it right, Thomas. Thank you for coming on. Gary, UK, good morning. Good morning. We need plumbers, electricians, and masons. We sure do. No worries. I liked your story, Judy Fisher. Aaron Walker, Kanoy, deleting a message. Okay, Aaron. If you are 3.8 grade average in school or better, there's probably a good chance you can get into schools now. Okay. I don't know what our average is. Rick Tonga, hard work for kids now is finger strained from their iPhone. Yeah. In USA today, 6 to 8% of college students in the field of science, environmental, geosciences, zero unemployment. Rick, yeah, that. I tell you what, people are really, what amazes me, a quarter of the nurses throughout the world are Filipina. And as you know, there's millions of Filipino here, but there's millions of Filipino throughout the world. Healthcare, doctors, things like that. Healthcare is a big thing here. But now people want to go to college, major in basket weaving, and get a job on Wall Street. Yeah, people want that. People Biden for the quick cash, and the quick cash don't always come around quick, you know. Quick cash, quick cash. Judy, for me, teaching my sisters how to change diapers was selfish on my part. When they go off the bottle's feet, and that's when the diapers start to smell. Exactly, exactly. I've never been a good diaper man. Never have been in part of my life. I never have been, and I don't claim to be. That's one thing I don't know anything about is diapers. I don't want to know anything about diapers. My brother has a new grandbaby, and he said he tried changing diaper on the grandbaby the other day. And he says they have a time. I says, listen, I picked up a newborn. When was it? Day before yesterday, and I felt her bottom was a little warm. And I said, oh, it's time to give it right back to you. I had the baby for 30 seconds. And so I said, okay, you can take care of the baby. See, Judy, for my teaching, my sisters, exactly. Diapers, diapers. Beautiful behold, Danny Stout. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Danny. I sure will. I'll buy her. I will take her to town, buy her ice cream. In fact, that's funny you said that. I told her if you get out of that on time, you want to go get some ice cream. She says, yeah, let's go get some ice cream. So we're going to go get some ice cream. Meatball sandwich is delish. I make Hooter chicken, cauliflower, gratin, stuffing, sweet potatoes. Man, I love Hooters. Hooters. Great place. Started there in St. Pete. Knew the owners, really good guys there. Hooters. Let's see, Davidan made the best white meat mark for sure. I rated 7. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. I don't even think we ever saw the results of our assessment test. Kevin, I never saw mine. I know when I took them, I never saw it. I remember taking the exam when I was in 7th grade, and I remember the teacher telling us what we needed to focus and not what we needed to do. This particular assessment was because as you know, early on in our life, everybody pretty well knows what they want to do. You know, the thought comes in what you want to be. Whether you be that, it's up to that person. This time, no. Mine was journalism. I needed to be a journalist and a writer at that time. And boy, did I love to write, and I still love to write. I've got all kinds of books of written short stories and little mini novels and stuff. And yeah, I got a lot of that stuff. One time I was into the thrillers, you know, so I have a lot of thrillers that I've written. Some I've given to my buddies to read. Some say it's pretty good. But it's something that I just always done all my life. And they said that, and early on, that's what they said. And of course, I guess they were right, but I never was a journalist. I never thought about being a journalist. I was always I didn't think there was money in that. Okay, Danny Stout, thank you so much for coming on, my good friend. Have a great day. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you for the super chat. High five to you, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Most countries don't have enough nurses, but the Philippines seems to have too many. I guess it works out good for companies willing to hire OFWs. Exactly. And you'd be surprised. In one of the top nursing schools right here in Mindinao, and they do hire a lot of nurses here. A lot of nurses. In fact, I know 3 or 4 just went to Canada. So they got jobs up in Canada. So good for them. 115 San Del Monte City, Bulacan, KII. Okay, good morning. Maroa, good morning. Judy Fisher, have you been to Hooters? I did once. Boy, it really opened my eyes. Ray Wolf, I tell you what, they'll open your pure eyes. It's the hot sauce. Oh, no. Hold on. It's no hot sauce. No, I tell you what. I know. Yeah, Kanoy, I don't know who that guy is. I'm very lucky. Thank you, Kanoy. I'm very lucky. Never changed diapers. Didn't meet any relatives under 7. Never had to hold a baby. Don't know anyone that has a baby. Not my thing. Just made for family life. Boy, I tell you what, Mr. B, you never held a baby before. Oh, man. Now, I like babies. I do like babies. I like holding babies. Changing diapers is not my thing, but I like holding babies. I mean, I don't run up and say, oh, well, let me hold the baby. But I have a good friend, neighbor of mine, that took care of me. And let me tell you how he took care of me here. He has a new grandbaby. She was at the market the other day. I picked up the baby and held it. My bus failed. We were on a bus going from Davao to here, and we're at the top of the mountains, and the bus decides it's not going to run anymore. It's gone. The bus dead. So what do? Standing outside the road. It's 100 degrees out there. We're sweating, and we're going like crazy. I said, call Tata. Ruth goes, yeah, Daddy, you're right. It's called Tata. We call it Tata. It's his nickname, Tata. Tata, we need a ride. We're on the bus on the side of the road. Where you at? No, 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 no. I'll have a van come back pick you up 10 minutes. Now, you got to realize for him to have someone there, he just called his stream of friends. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? We got a couple stranded on the side of the road. Sure enough, they came and picked us up, leaned back in that big nice air-conditioned Hilux van and reclining seat. They had a movie on and I'm talking highlights, with 15 seaters. I sat in the front, Ruth sat right beside me, and then what is going on with my internet? I think everybody's trying to get on at the same time I'm on it, huh? The trolls are out. Trolls are out. Thank you, thank you. The trolls are out. Yeah. Hello, Joe Lone. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Sorry about the internet. Welcome to the Philippines. Don, I buy Hooters bread and cook the boneless, chicken thighs, drizzle olive oil, sriracha sauce on top. My favorite meals. Yeah. Message deleted. Davadon. I changed diapers many times on my own, but my niece and nephews many moons ago. Exactly. Just wanted to stop by and say hello, my good friend Tom, Joe Lone. Welcome, welcome. Stay on. Thank you for coming on. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure having you on, Joe. Two trolls already. Mikado, yeah, always, always. Pat O'Toole, good morning, good morning. JG, just having fun, bringing them on. JG. Question of the day, Davadon. Boxers or briefs? I say, you know what? I say boxers, too loosey-goosey. I say briefs. Please, no. I say, you know what? I want a pencil-thin mustache. You already got one, Davadon. When they get old enough to talk back, my opinion changes. Judy, did you use safety pins for diapers, or your finger on the diapers that you not put the baby on? Did you use, man, or won an award. I'm in front of the class, auditorium here, and I was just recently, last week or so. So I'm trying to pin the pen, and she says, Daddy, you have to go through the rows and through the thing and bend it up like this. Well, every time I stab her. And she says, Daddy, you stab me every time. And I said, I am so sorry, honey. I can't put that on. I said, I told Mom before I come up here that I can't do this. Because I'm the one who goes up there. Chichi makes me go up there. So I go up there, and so I'm trying to pin it on. I stab her little chest, and I go, honey, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to do it on purpose. She goes, oh, I know you don't do it on purpose. You're just like, you can't do it. She said, the pen is only like this big, guys. And I'm trying to put that. It's not like a regular pen, pen. It's a little bitty pen. I said, the very thing's bearing it on here. Man, I'm getting a lot of emails this morning. I just look at it, pops in the top, and the questions. You can say, Tom, I need help. Tom, a question. I'm watching them. I have like 20 just come in the last 10 minutes. Pat O'Toole, good morning. Young and broke. Pat O'Toole. Use the Pampers with tape. Yeah, Ray, yes. I've been there once a long time ago. Has a little uncomfortable. I had to help the hubby with the keep it on. I made the chicken. Yeah. I had to watch the hubby. Yeah. Hooters. It's bad when you go to Hooters and they have a chair with your name on it. Is that bad? Or a table with your name on it? Not me. But is it bad? Yeah, probably. Probably. My buddy had his own chair and his own table. So how often was he there? They open at 11 in the morning, he's there. Sometimes 11 at night, he's still there. Yeah. And he quit drinking because he had to stop drinking. So he would just drink iced tea and just sit there. A lot of times he'd drink, not like he'd drink 100 glasses, sit there and watch football games or sit there and do whatever, or watch games, sports, TV, whatever. They had a station just for him. And he did. He was a patron there that long. And I asked him, I said, you need to get a life, man. You got to, he's retired. I said, you need to get a job. He goes, I don't want jobs. I had jobs all my life. I come here, I get to see the beautiful ladies, and I said, that's all. I'm content with that. I don't need anything more than that. But that was him. Then he'd go to Kerr Wing House, and he ended up with Kerr Wing House in there. So he had chairs, each one of them. Tom, you may want to look out your front window to see if someone outside is trying to use your internet. Yeah, get off my internet. It took me 2 hours, but I made a lousy 15-second intro. Did it really? Awesome, awesome. I seen where White Castle had a Valentine's Day special yesterday. Where was it? All you could eat. Maganda Umaga from San Francisco, California. Gary T. Whole Brew Family treats You like family and not ATM. They treat me good. No ATM here. I listen. If you give it, ATM, right? If you don't give it, no ATM. I don't give anything. I give to give. I don't give. I don't give. I don't give to get back. I give to give. You know. I'm one of those guys. I give to give. I don't expect anything back out of it, because once you start expecting it back, do you really get it? You know what I'm saying? So, San Francisco Hope Fruits reservations are needed at the White Castle Valentine's Day. They do table service. Yeah. Mark, I use both the cloth and the disposable, but I like disposable better. I stab my poor fingers many times. It's Corona night. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm not allowed to go to Hooters. Bill Pruitt, I understand that. I wouldn't. I would not either. I would not be allowed to. Judy, you should see my fingers, or I had to keep using different fingers for the other one hearted too much from the last dipper change. Yeah, I never been to Hooters at all. Devil Don, seen them, nothing special. I used to go show the world the Port Authority in Times Square. JG may be familiar with that. Times Square, awesome, awesome. Yeah, with me, I never was a star with Hooters as much, because it got to be too commercialized. And what I mean by that, it's more of a to me, it was more of a thing. And I know up north they had a hard time keeping the restaurants filled. They had a problem there keeping the restaurants busy and activity-wise. In Florida, it was always active, and it's good because it was more of a tourist-driven state, and people would actually go there and have no problem going there at noon and having a beer. But up New York, you don't find people that have a beer at noon because they're too busy working, trying to make a living, right? So that's really true. Florida, there's nothing for the bars. The bars will be full at 2 o'clock. Seriously, in Florida, anytime. And forget about it. 4 o'clock, then you get to what we call the blue hairs in the restaurants for the early birds. So, yeah, little holes in them, little. Yeah. I met Mickey, the Cuban Jew, but that's another. Okay. Check out the rise, Mr. Bill. How you doing? Riley's been in and out having my coffee, and then off to church. Watch then. Hey, Bill. Sorry I missed your stream last night. I looked at it over. I saw they were asking about a friend of ours, Double Dog. Double Dog is 3Ds, Double Dog Dare. A Double Dog Dare you to do this. A Double Dog Dare you to do that. It's a friend of ours. It's a really close friend. He's been around a long time since the beginning of the channel. Tropical Tim asked about him last night. He's doing very well, by the way. Tropical Tim. Hi, Riley. Tom, what's the wing place in Buffalo so famous? We have one in Toronto now, but I forget the name. You talking about Hooters or the one who invented the wings? Anchor Bar, the Anchor Bar. There's Hooters, there's Kerr Wing House, there's Buffalo Wings and Things. There's let's see, let me think a couple of names. Kerr Wing House, Buffalo Wings and Things, Hooters. Hooters won in Buffalo. Hooters came to Buffalo at the mall there, and it didn't do so good. It didn't do so good. I don't even know if it's still in there. Not saying it's a beautiful place and a wonderful thing. It just didn't do so good because you're competing against some of the best wing places there in town. I mean, that's where the Buffalo Wings was invented, there in Buffalo, right? In Anchor Bar. So that was the bar everybody went to. They're the ones who invented the Buffalo chicken wings. The story to that is, and the reason I know this story is because I had the pleasure to meet the guy who did that, the family. And what they did was they closed down the bar one night. Somebody came in. It was late, and they already cleaned up everything. It was done, and they had some wings and they had some sauce and this, that, and other. So they made buffalo wings for this particular customer. There was nothing available, so that's how they started the buffalo wings. It was really Anchor Bar, yeah, tasty. Anchor Bar is a really good place. Been there many times. Did I have a chair in there? Yeah, I did. I had a chair in there. They all knew me there. Only because I loved it, and I loved the place. Really good wings, good place. I found certain times though it was not necessarily consistent as good as it is, and I found another place there in Buffalo. It's right off of I can't remember Seneca Street anyway. I forget the name of it. It was really a good place to go, and I would eat there. Had great wings. I would order 50 or 100 at a time and eat them. Hi, Mr. BT. How is everything? Jeb Jamron. Good morning. Good morning. How is everything? I found your pencil and mustache. It's gold. You get it gold. Hello, Jeb Jam. How you doing, Mr. Jeb Jam? Every time I see you, it makes me think of jam jellies. Jeb Jam. James and Jebe jams. Think about that, huh? Somebody asked me the other day, Tom, I was thinking about starting a food manufacturing here. I said, why? So, well, they have some of the great fruits and vegetables, but there's no fruits that I was thinking about doing like jams and jellies. I said, well, that would be good. But I said, there's a lot of criteria you got to do. You got to get, the food license, the food handling license. You got to get the health department. You got to get the sanitation department, which is the health department here. You got to get them involved. You have to take the courses. So he realized, I'm not doing it. But he has some great recipes, he said. Came in together talking, JG. Daytona. How's Daytona doing? How you doing there? Welcome on our stream today. We're talking about family here in the Philippines, how different it is to where I come from, for me personally. I can only vouch for me. I don't know about anybody else. And the reason I'm saying that is people will say, well, Tom, that's not everybody. And it's right. I'm only talking about me. How I'm treated differently than how I was treated personally in my past is I'm treated better here than I was in my past with other, not my family personally, but other relationships in their family. Here, family here is really completely different. It's really completely different. Now, I tell you what, some of the differences here too is they may not necessarily come up and hug you when they see you. My family does only because they know the type of personality I am, and they know that we do that. We'll maybe hug, kiss on cheek, or just hug like that, and we're done. But here they necessarily will not do that because they're shy. It's shy culture. They will shake your hand, but they're very shy. Even get them shake your hand sometimes it's hard. But I have to tell you, they do have a lot of respect for each other, and they respect each other. They will bless each other, especially an elder. Elders are taken care of here. Hey, Professor, how was your ride? You do a ride today? Big Daddy, don't you have a bike? Big Daddy, don't you have a bike? I don't know why I'm thinking you have a bike. Busy? Are you busy? What are you doing? Other one to know. Good morning. How you doing? The other one to know. Big Daddy, don't you have a bike? I thought you had a bike. I don't know why I thought that. Let's see. Ken Unger. Hey, Ken. How you doing? Breaking Traditions is in the house. Hello, Mr. Ken. MK. Is MK's in the house? Is MK here? I didn't see her. If she is, good morning, MK. I did not see her, but I'm going to say hi to her. Good morning, MK. How's Miss Arlene today? I have a great family in the Philippines. They all message me in Toronto and ask how I am when I'm there. They really care and take care of me. You know what, Kanoi? They do that. And you know what? Thank you so much. I want to thank you and JG and Scoot and everybody that does moderating on this channel. Judy, thank you so much, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. It's really hard moderating channels. I was on a channel last week, and moderating a channel is hard sometimes, and because you get so many people, sometimes it might be trolls and things like that. It's horrible. Judy girl, what'd you have for dinner? Yeah, exactly. Hooters. I had Hooters. Hello, let's see. No, not anymore. Okay, Big Daddy. I thought you had one. I don't know why I thought you had a bike. It's okay. So Big Daddy, no worries there. How's Daytona? Race week. Oh, 500's tomorrow. Oh, Big Daddy. That's right. Mr. Mick Cromwell's going to work the races. Coming out of Cocoa, heading up there. He's going to be at the races. I think he's running. I don't know what he's doing there. Going to laundry room, but Mosquito's dryer should be done soon. Well, it won't take them bad boys long to dry. You know what I mean? Unless you got the big bad boys. Hello, Kanoi. Tell me I was you, dude. It's 7 degrees. Ken. Guess what? 68 degrees this morning when I woke up. 68 degrees. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. Miss Ruth got up at 4 a.m. She did laundry. She cooked breakfast. She did everything. I was up at 5 a.m. I was helping her with taking the clothes out the line and getting those clothes out so they could dry today. And R was here studying and getting things done and getting ready to keep me happy. I get used to my hammer. Yeah, man, knock them trolls down. Yeah, 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 Big Daddy. Yes, sir. That's my friend. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I silence many with my hammer. Exactly. Just knock them out with those hammers. Can't wait for Bike Week. I know. I know. Big Daddy, I'm telling you, you're in heaven there as far as videos concerned. Do a few videos, man. I did a few, but I can't put them online. I can't put them online. I was there at Bike Week, and Ruth, I was talking to Ruth, and I said, honey, I'm going to do some quick videos that I can actually shoot to you on WhatsApp and let you look at them. And I said, don't get offended. And she goes, what do I mean? Because, see, they're not used to that. They're not used to that here. And what I mean is, Daddy, they got panty on. Yeah, well, no, honey, it's called bikini. No, those are panty. Okay, honey, they are panty. Well, I showed her that. And I said, uh, but those are panty. Is that lady wearing no bra? I go, yeah, it's a lady wearing no bra. She goes, they walk around like that with no. I go, yes, honey, they do, and it's real. She goes, that's naughty. Those people are naughty. I said, yes, they're very naughty. And so it was hard for her. So she showed her sisters, and you ought to heard all the you know. And you know what's different about it is it's just a completely different culture. As you know, you see everything. If you go to a bike week, I don't know if you guys ever been to any. It's anything and everything. Sky's the limit. I'll never forget this as long as I live. I'm cleaning a place called Wild Jacks, and it was a place that I'm cleaning the hoods, and I did many of the hoods, the restaurants up and down the track there on Main Street, only because I was just the go-to guy to do that. But anyway, and so I'm up there. I don't remember. It was running about 4 in the morning. I'd already done my job. I'm done. I'm sitting up there, just sitting on top of the roof, watching the sun come up off the ocean and enjoying myself. And all of a sudden, I hear knocking. I hear somebody coming up the ladder, and I hear something. It was the owner of the Wild Jacks come up there. He had 2 cold beers, and he said, "Can you drink this? Are you able? Are you okay? You off your job?" I said, "I am." I said, "I'll sit and have a beer with you." So we sat there and watched the sun come up, and I said, "Can I ask you a personal question?" He goes, "Yeah." How much money? How much money is slotted for you to make on this bike week? She says, "Well, so many days, uh, and as you know, this building we only rented it for the 30 days, and we paid the fees, and we spent all our money retrofitting it for the beer and the tractor trailer for the beer truck. They had a tractor trailer just beer off the side." I said, "What's your plans?" He said, "We will net 100 grand. We will net 100 grand on bike week." He said, "We're hopefully pushing for about 150, 180. We will net 150." And he said, "If we don't net 150, my investors are going to be really upset because I had to go to the investors." So I said, "So you net after taking all this and paying me and all this, that, and other?" He said, "By the way, here's the thing." Gave me 5 $100 bills. And I sit there and I go to myself, wow, I need to do this more often. I said, why am I working a job, working for iPhone? I'm doing this. So this was my other job that I had for years, but I couldn't find any workers wanted to work. Can I need a Maureen? So I miss Florida. Florida is it's a good place. I miss things. I love it here better, but I do miss some things, I have to say. I took my brother-in-law to a brothel in Germany to do window shopping, also the red light. I did the same thing to my brother in Nashville one time at Printer's Alley. I make things that seem tame, yeah. Big Daddy, yeah. Burr, Big Daddy, yeah. I go back to my Picks Phillies warmer. Kid Unger, me also. I just watched the videos from my last trip. Got me all warm and happy. T-shirt sales are off the chain, Big Daddy. Yeah, they are. Oh, the T-shirt sales are off the chain, and I tell you the reason why. People will buy them. Not only that, the people who do the leathers and the hats and the vests and the chaps will make a fortune. If you're a wallet maker, make wallets. You'll be surprised how much money people will pay. Now these are doctors, these are lawyers, these are we call what do they call them? I forget what they call them. Weekend warriors, right? Weekend warriors. Tom, Ray Wolf, high five. Thank you, thank you. My wife and I being down on the 3rd week of March. Third week. That's like 3-4 weeks. By chance, if you're in the area, let's have lunch and dinner. We're staying at the One Oasis. Oh, Ray, you're staying in my neck of the woods. My old One Oasis. That's by SM Mall, right? Third week of March. When you get in town, Ray, message me, young.tom. I'll send you my phone number, young.tom23, young.tom23 at Yahoo, and we'll try to scoot over. And I'll give you my phone number. We'll see. Thank you so much for the super chat. High five to you, sir, and thank you so much. Yeah, it'd be nice. I'd like to meet you and your wonderful family. Sounds good. Yeah, One Oasis. No worries. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. Wolfen, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How is everything, Mr. Wolfen? 4966. Did you win the lotto? If you win the lotto, please, please, please put me in your list. Wolfen, my wife, my kids, Tom. Wolfen, hello. Wolfen. The family in the Philippines always wanted. The siblings, my girlfriend's mother said if she's with her and her foreigner can give. Even some of her friends asked, but their mama got mad at them. Yeah, one lady come up to Ruth one time, and in English, and I don't know if she said it for what reason she said this. Oh, she said, you got rich men now. And Ruth looked at her and she goes, not all American are rich. American work hard like we do here. Not all American rich. It really made Ruth mad. Really made her mad. It's one of her friends. She straightened her out though. Ruth straightened her out in about 2 seconds. Morning, John. John Sweeney, how you doing, my good friend? Welcome. Foreigners Love Philippines. How you doing, John? Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Judy. Young.tom23. Yeah, just message me, Ray, and I'll send you my phone number. When you get in town, just text me, and we'll try to plan it out, okay? We'll try to plan it out. It's just it's 4-hour bus ride, so we'd have to plan it maybe lunch one day so we can get back because of our school. If she's out of school in March, well, she may be out of school in March, may come spend the night, something like that. We'll figure it out. Not a problem. It's only a problem if your girlfriend or wife. Nothing brings more fear than those words, yeah. Yeah, it's not a problem. Hey, Wolfie. Be right back, Jeb Jam says. Hello, Foreigners Love, John Sweeney. John Sweeney, how you doing? JG, I was going to ask you something. Is it cold where you're at today? I heard it's really cold where you're at today. And I'm talking icicles on the nose cold. Is it cold? That cold? John Sweeney, good morning again. Wolfen, so don't forget me in your list. And Ray, for sure, I'll try to get there for sure. It's not a problem. It's we take the bus from here to Davao, and we just get off at SM Mall. I stayed at One Oasis many times. I like One Oasis. One Oasis is a great place. I ate an egg this morning. This is not agreeing with me. It's a boiled egg. Oh, about 23. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hey, that's cold. I don't care what it is. It's cold. 23 is cold. I sat my brothers and family down, showed them our bills and cost of living over some beers. They were shocked at how much it costs to actually live in North America. It is. When I told my family here, they did not believe me. So when my buddy Gary came here, we're all sitting around the table as a family did. We had a party for him. He actually told them. And they said, we thought Tom was teasing. He goes, no, it costs this much money to live. You have to have this much money. So in this case, he needed like almost $200,000 a month to live. And he was stating that's what it cost me. Tom was cheaper. Tom was like 100, 120 a month, or sometimes he got it down to 55 or 60,000 a month, which I did. Even that's expensive. Steve Redmond, good morning. How you doing, Mr. Steve? Anthony Keller, good morning. How you doing? Tom and Ruth, JG, Isaac, Butte, Montana. 32 degrees. It's colder in New York and Brooklyn. So Steve Redmond, how you doing? Welcome. Have also said that I was rich. Wife had to set them straight. Yeah, they thought I was rich because I come from the U.S. and they thought I was rich because I bought this house. No, I just worked hard and I saved for it. And in fact, I still work hard every day. Um, might be an opportunity that I'm trying to get. I am trying to get my wife back, or get my wife to U.S. and might be an opportunity for me to do some consulting. It's not any large amount of money. It's more like $100 a week or something like that, uh, consulting. And I said that'd be fine because the guy can't pay much. I said it'd be fine. Not working 40 hours a week, of course, but it's more like just consulting. Me go with him a couple times a week, maybe somewhere close. Like an hour here and an hour there, a couple hours here and there. That's it. So I said, yeah, I'll do that. I got to get my wife there. And I can only do it for a month or so, but I can help you. We can do that. It was doing restaurant design, restaurant hook cleaning. I've actually had two family members ask me for me, and Melissa found out she gave them help for it. Yeah, the one came around Ruth's back one time and get straight up and told me straight up, "What's wrong with you?" Asking Tom for money without me being there, man. Straight up, straight up. Been really cold here at night. Been warming up sometime in the daytime. Awesome, awesome. SF, I tell you what, I don't miss the cold. I enjoy it here. It's hot. Now, there are a lot of people that actually come here and it's too hot for them. They really have a hard time. It was 77 degrees yesterday, 58. Judy, Anthony, yeah, that's cold. Oh, Rafe! Oh, thank you so much, Ray. High five. Thank you for the, oh, this is for the bus tickets. Well, they don't cost that much. It only costs like, what are the bus tickets? See? Probably about $6 total. No, $8 total, something like that. But thank you. You don't have to worry about that. But thank you so much, Mr. Ray. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. You're a good man. You're a good man. Some Filipinos don't know what saving is. Well, that's true. Some live for today, not for tomorrow. But you know, Ruth is starting to realize that too. She's always been thrifty, but she saves today for tomorrow. She's got all her cake money, right? She's got it over there in a little thing, and it's got in her wallet. I said, honey, can I borrow money? She goes, yeah. How much you need? I said, can I borrow 1,000? She goes, here. I said, I'm teasing, honey. But, she got her money. So, Ray Wolf, thank you so much, my good friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless. God bless. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Super. Both of them. Yeah, saving is a lot live by day by day. They do, Wolf. I told Ruth, I said, we're trying to really save because, as you know, the tickets will cost $3,000 to $5,000, just round trip tickets. That's not counting the visa information, working visas. The visas are in. The visas are in to be processed. They're going through the process. Whatever that is, 8 to 12 months. It may not be until next year. It's okay. Whatever. Next year, April or May. After meet and greet, maybe. I don't think a lot of people really understand how expensive it is in the U.S. We really have to work hard to survive. Big Daddy, you're exactly right. It really is hard, man. I tell you, it really is expensive. Big Daddy, think about it this way. What does it cost you to live on a daily basis there? What does it cost you? Is it 20 a day, 50 a day, 80 a day, 100 a day, 200 a day? What is I'm talking your basic costs. If you want to include your credit cards, go ahead. Does it cost you 100 a day, 3,000 a month? Does it cost you 50 a day? What does it cost you a day to live there in the USA? Here, I put it in perspective here. It costs me about $600 a month. You divide that by 30. It's go higher. It's just say $800 a month, and I throw $50 a week in. Which, okay, let's just do that. $800 a month divided by 30 days. 30 goes to 800. What is $25 a day? So $25 a day it costs me to live here in the Philippines. So what is it? 25. I have one for you. Where is Scoot? Scoot's around. I just talked to, he's here. He's here. He was on this morning early. Early. I just talked to him yesterday 19 times. I don't know. I talked to him a bunch yesterday. Scoot and I talk all the time. Sometimes I have to get B-Joy, hit him in the head with a pan, but he's around. A lot live for the day. If you have 10K in US, it'll be gone by the next day. Exactly. 350 peso, JG. There you go. That's it. Yeah, 350. So 350. So $7. $7. So it costs $14 round trip going to Davao. I'm not going to miss Cole for sure. Filipinos live by day because there's always a family member in need. A good job, foreigner expected to give. A lot of times they do. Johnny Burke, how you doing? Farmer here. You want to buy a tractor? What does no one new one cost? I don't know. Farmer there. I don't know. A new tractor? I don't know. If you can find a tractor, they have a hard time finding tractors here. 6K Canadian a month we spend. Do you? Okay. Well, there you go. Listen, my nut was right there. I lived over there where Big Daddy lives. That neck of the woods there. My nut at one time was about $4,000. Just $4,000. It's just the way it was. You know, house payment, car payment, insurance, property tax, insurances. You know, I don't have to go in detail on you. Credit card debt. Easy $4,000. Easy. Then I woke up one day and I said, that's it, that's done. I'm done with that. So I started paying it off. And I paid it off. Got it all done. I says, oh, no more debt. No more debt. And I've been debt free since. No more debt. I have a debt now. I do have debt. I have debt. It's $200. That's my debt. I have $200 on credit card. And as you know, credit card companies say, oh, Tom, you haven't spent so much. We're going to give you another 5,000 credit limit on your card. Well, that's wonderful. Don't have to worry. Unless I absolutely need it, thank you so much. I'm not going to dip into that. Been there, done that. At 20% interest, I think this card is at 17 on the high side. So that's fine, but you're not going to see me dipping into that bad boy unless I absolutely need it for health care or whatever. I'm just saying. Emergencies, you know. So it's good to have it. But, you know, you never know. That's not bad. 16. Yeah. Or Scoop B would say about $1.99 US. Exactly. Yeah, that's for everything. Yeah, exactly. Kanoi, the same applies to most married. Live for the day. Credit is king in US. It's sad. Lake Life. Good morning, Lake. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. When I come back to Canada, it's a couple of times. I had lunch in town at the bakery. Cost what my day food costs in the Philippines. It's funny you said that. We went out to eat. We had a really nice meal the other day, and it cost me 900 peso, $18. That's what it cost me. $18. And I said, why did it cost me so much? Well, you know, because you sat there, we had shake, and then we had kimchi, and he added on yogurt, and then the meals, and this, that, and other. And then I added tip in. And I gave them $4. No, actually, I gave them $5. So that included the $5 tip. And they asked me, says, why so much tip? I said, well, it's Valentine's Day. There are 3 girls working here, right? And I bet you all 3 of them did not get a gift today. And I asked each one of them, did you guys get a Valentine's gift today? And they go, no. Will you get one? No. I'm single, I'm married, but no, I will not get anything from my hubby. Why? It's just he doesn't celebrate it, but he loves me, and I know he loves me, and I love him. So it's okay. So I asked Ruth, I said, is it all right if I leave that? You know, with your approval, because I want her. And if she said, no, that's too much, don't do that, you know, because she helps guide me, you know. So she said, yeah, that's fine. So I gave it to him, and you'd think I gave him $1 million. And it was so nice to see that. And the owner said to me, that will make their day. My salary, what I paid them, and that will make their day, and they'll have a really wonderful, wonderful day. I was thinking about doing a cost of living video. You should do one. I get rid of all my credit cards. I have 2. I have 2 credit cards. And the reason I have them is so I can book tickets, and then I get the points for flying. And I tried to get enough points, and stupid me, I didn't even use it. I don't ever use it. And so I'm starting to lose. I I had to give back, get rid of my American Express card because I never used it, and they were charging me fees on it. I think $95. So my American Express, I said, I don't even use that anymore. So I told them, I said, I want that off. Did you know once you cancel a card, it really affects your credit? Once you say, I don't want that card anymore, I don't need that. I'm not paying that bill anymore. I don't want that. Even though you have good credit and you're fine. You know, is my credit perfect? I don't know. I don't really know, but I'm just saying. But did that affect it? Yeah, it does. You turn the card back in. You should have just kept it. Well, I'm not paying $95 for why would I pay $95? If I was in U.S., it's beneficial because I get 1 to 3% cash back on everything I purchase. So I would purchase everything. Fuel, you know, food, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. You know, I'm going to buy clothes. I would use credit, the American Express, and I get 1 to 3. I saved, I think it was one Christmas, how they do it, you know, the book, it's about $250, $300. So it's okay. Mark Richard, my Social Security will be about 25. Oh, man. I want to ask, can I live good in the Philippines? Mark Richard, you can. You can live really good for that. A lot of people are living good on $1,500 a month. It depends. You know, this is always something I always say. As long as you don't drink it away or go to the bars and give it away, as long as you don't smoke it away and tobacco and any other thing, as long as you don't give it away, you'll live fine. You'll live fine with 2,500. The problem with a lot of people that come over here and they're rich like that, and they live rich, and the 2,500 is fine, but they find themselves waiting for the next 2,500 because they already spent all their money, and it's already the second week of the month, and they've already spent all their money. So just as long as you don't have the vices, the really heavy vices, you go into the bars and the pubs, because you'll eat up to 2,500 really fast. Even though it's $1 a beer or less, 50 cents a beer. Yeah, it's less. Sometimes 28 peso for a beer here. The video one vlogger did long ago where he claimed he was walking an ATM. So funny. Yeah, yeah. If you can budget, yeah. I have zero debt. Yeah, Ken, I'm the same way. Mark, it took more than enough, but it depends on your lifestyle. And you know what? Kanoy is the same thing. Kanoy said the same thing. He went back and he went back to work, and he's saving to pay his debt down and save money for future, and he's planning it out accordingly. And shout out to him for that, and good for him. I know that that's the thing. If I was back in the States and I had Ruth with me, I would probably do something other than YouTube. What would I do to keep busy? And I'm saying I wouldn't be there to live. I would be there for a month, 2 months. What would I do? I would find something. If it's not just maybe, I don't know, it doesn't matter what it is. I would find something to keep myself busy. Here, a lot of times, it's just really hard to keep yourself busy. Okay, you walk around. Okay, that's done. An hour later, what else do? You walk around again. Okay, I'm done with that. I already seen that this morning. Well, okay, we'll walk another area. So you do that, and you find yourself, okay, I've done all that. So after 3, 4, 5 years, a lot of the guys get tired. What do we do? Well, I've already done all that. My question is how making $25 a month is enough? $2,500 a month. A lot of times they max out. The Social Security max out at $25. I think me and my girlfriend on $2K a month. Devil Don, you'll be fine on $2K. You're kidding me, right? Man, I tell you what, you could make fine on $2K. $2K is something that you'd be fine. Man, I did a study on this, and you guys remember I did a video on this. 700 is the norm for military here. And I'm talking after certain, in I forget what it was. 700 is what the military would get, plus any other pensions that they would have. A lot of military are living on $1,000, $1,200, $1,300 a month. Alton's checks, and all he was getting was less than $1,200 a month, including his 2 pensions. $1,200 a month is all he was getting. So he was living off of that, and plus whatever else he had in the stash somewhere. Now, we never could find the stash because he never told me. It's none of my business. I don't want to know. But he never told his wife. But he was living off $1,200 a month. He'd been here 38 years. So I think he has a pretty good idea. He lived fine. He did all he wanted to do. He had 2 cars. He had he had all he, you guys know what he had. I showed you what he had. He had a nice house. He's living off 1,200, so you live fine. Same here. I just have a mortgage, no credit cards or loans. Yeah, Judy, it's okay, debt free other than the house. It's a great feeling. It is, and you know what? It's really nice. The loan in the house is fine. Excuse me, don't mean to cough. It took a lot of sacrifice at the Keller, but my wife bought some rentals. They paid off a third of that tax, insurance, maintenance, so it still work every month, even quit my day job. For me, I tell you what I would do. There's many things you could do there in the U.S. Keep yourself busy for extra income if you went back there to visit. But here in the Philippines, it really doesn't cost much to live. The key is anything in life is like it is U.S. is your rent and house payment. And there are guys getting house payments here. There are Americans coming here buying a house, getting house payments. Now, why they would get a house of $68,000 to $100,000 here and have house payments, it's beyond me. But that's what they want to do, and they're doing it. And they're making payments to the bank. But why they doing that? They're getting these subdivisions. They buy a house for $2 million, which is $40,000. No worries, they buy it. R was telling me yesterday he stopped buying this American standing on the side of the road there in Valencia City, picked up his daughter out of the bus, and live in those houses. Those houses are $2 million. So he paid $40,000 for the house, which is fine. But when I don't know if he's making payments on that or maybe bought it. I spend an average $800 a month eating out. Food for a house about $1,200 a month. That includes soap and everything. There you go. So you're running about $2,000. So if you come to the Philippines, $800 a month, you could live. Well, you could go to the malls and eat that. You could easily spend that at the mall. I pay everything with credit card, then back one side when I pay bill in a month. There you go. That's what I did. Yeah, I have a debit card too. I have a debit and a credit card. I use my debit here in the Philippines, believe it or not, to get money out of the bank. And then I use my credit card online. Only online, credit card online. I don't use my debit card online. I use my credit card online. Although I have used my debit card online. I've used it quite a bit. That's a question I have, the property taxes in the Philippines. Davil Don, here's an example. I have a lot that is 10 meter by 30 meter, right? I have a lot that's 10 meter by 30 meter, okay? Taxes, property taxes and all are $6 a year. If you get on the highway, you're going to pay $20 per square meter on the highway on property taxes. $20 per square meter. Per square meter. That is a lot of money on the highway. And yes, I'm off the highway. Never buy a lot or a house on the highway unless you get one heck of a deal. Unless you're making a lot of income off of it. Now, they're making a lot of these guys here are making income off the sugar cane. If you got that and you're making good income off sugar cane, no worries. You can pay the $20 property fees, and you need to pay them. And you need to pay them. You need to pay your property tax. Property tax. Now, it varies. I have a friend that pays his property tax is less than mine, and he lives up in Luzon. And his lot is bigger than mine, and he pays less than mine. He pays $3 a year. So it depends where your lot is, and this, that, and other. And yes, he goes down there and he pays the tax. Whatever the tax is, he pays it. It's due whenever it comes in. Does he get a tax bill? No. Do I get a tax bill? No. We just go down there. We ask the Department of the property tax people, ask them how much we owe, and we pay it. I use all my cards for points. And that's exactly what I do. I did, but I don't do anymore. I don't buy anything. In fact, I stopped buying from Lazada. I was really avid. I would spend, 60 or 80 bucks a month on, or $100 a month on buying stuff from Lazada. It could be just stuff, And so I find when you're retired, you end up spending more, right? Because you're finding the time. So I stopped that. I stopped spending that much money because you find yourself spending money when you really don't want to or need to. I mean, I'm buying stuff. Do I need? I mean, did Ruth really need this? It's, I'm saying that. Oh, by the way, lemon off our tree. Lemon off our lemon tree. Huh? 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 We only have 5 or 6 lemons on our tree produced this year, but here's our lemon off our lemon tree. Can't complain by it, right? American lemon. American lemon grown in the Philippines. Huh? And juicy, 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 juicy. Ruth pulled this off this morning. Um, but a lot of times where I can't see some of the stuff, I bought a solar light, remote control solar light for outside. So when I walk outside, it's a parking lot light, and you just click it on, and it puts out a big brave light. Did I need that? Not really. I have many lights around. Tom buying deals. I'm not lying, buying deals. Credit drops you cast. So JG, that hurt me, right? That really hurt me. So when I canceled that credit line, that hurt me on my points. I noticed my points drop. I don't remember what the range, how much dropped like 20 points on my credit. Hello, Johnny Burke. How you doing? Hello, Tom. Life is what you offer is not true. Okay. Good Judy, debt is the way to go. I know the VAT is about 12%. Yeah. Property tax Philippines pennies compared to the states. It is exactly. It's the amount of I am 6570 is 3100. Well, you know what, Mark? I notice they're changing the dates of retirement now on Social Security. If you're born between 1955 and onward, the dates are changing. It's like now, 66 in 2 months? And then they're changed to 67 in 2 months, 68 in 2 months. It depends on when you retired. I retired early, so I'm only getting a piece of it. I retired at 62, and I'm getting a piece of it. I waited to 66. I would get a lot more, which is another year from now. Forget it. I'm not doing it. At $1,400 a month. It seems to what most say. In the Philippines, you can live as little as you're willing to budget for. It depends on the lifestyle, wants, and what you're willing to give up. Can't live without. Yeah. I don't live without anything. If I could find good steak, I'd pay for it. I don't live without anything. I got central heat and air in the house. I have TV, a satellite. I have all the needs and wants. What would I want anymore? There's not much that I would really want or need. Wants and needs, right? What do you need? What do you want, right? The wants and needs. Wants is what you wish for, right? You want to have, right? But really, what do you need to have quality of life, right? So what do you need to live? Well, you have water and food, electric, aircon. Some say aircon. Some say no aircon. Some say I just want to live free in the mountains and fish all day. There's nothing wrong with that either. Thank you, Wolfen, thank you. The main thing is save in the Philippines is the rentals. Yeah. That's it, Davodon. That's it. Listen, you come here to rent something, you're going to pay a third or half what you paid before. Sometimes an eighth, depending on where you live. Some pay half. Now there are places in Davao you can rent, and you're going to pay $500, $600, $800 a month, just like you would in U.S. Sure, you can do that, but a lot of times you really don't need it. You need that big house. So you need that. There are also really beautiful houses you can rent for $200 a month there. Really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Mark, you don't drink or smoke. There you go. So you're fine then. Kaparn 100, how you doing? What kind of lifestyle do you have for $3,100 a month? You live like a king. You could live like a king on $3,100 a month. You could have a maid or two. You have 3 or 4 maids. People are living like a king on $2,000 a month here. People are living like a king on $1,500. I have a friend that lives on $1,500 a month. He has a maid and he has a cook. The cook cooks and the maid cooks. Maid cleans. That's it. It pays them 3,000 peso each. That's $60 each per month, and they work 6 days a week, morning to night, and they have off on Sunday. He started giving them off half days on Saturday. So they got a day and a half week off of work a week, and they make $60 a month. The guy in Philippine Retirement Travels has a video on Philippine property taxes. There you go. Yeah, I can only, I don't know who that is, but I can tell you what mine is. I don't know about anybody else's. I know what my friend pays and what I pay. So it's not really enough. I wouldn't worry about the property taxes here. I would worry about other things by the property tax. I tell you what I would worry about: health insurance. Make sure you just get some type of policy that covers yourself if you're sick. If you can't say, really, I can't find a policy for me, go buy the Medicards, the ones I was telling you about the other day on my stream. Go buy the Medicards. It's a card. You load whatever money on, what you can afford, and you load that on there to cover all the viruses, the diseases, typhoid, the dengue, the flus. I don't know about the coronavirus, but I'm sure they have policies for that now. But if you get sick, you get the flu, you cut yourself, you need stitches, it covers all that. So I forget one card I was looking at, $140 a year, covers 80 diseases. 80 diseases. It doesn't cover, it covers some surgeries, not all, but covers some surgeries. But for $140 a year, can't beat it. Filling money soon part, exactly. SF Bukaki, you're right. A pretty good lifestyle. I just use debit cards. I had a Platinum, an Air Max, a Visa card before, but the annual fee for both was $200, so I got rid of it. I think those cards are just for bragging. I think so too, Mikado. I got rid of mine. I got rid of my American Express card, and I didn't need it. I realized I didn't need it for me personally here. Now, if I was back in U.S., yeah, I could use it. And that $95, I could get that money back. I could use the card to get that money back. Use it on all my purchases. You know, groceries and clothes and food and fuel. I was going through fuel like crazy, man. I burn up fuel really easy. Repairs, the car shop, whatever. Just use it. But here you don't. I don't even know if they take it. Well, they do at some of the hotels. They take it. You can get nice rentals in Davao, 300, 500. Yeah, there's some nice ones too, 200. I rented a one Oasis where Ray's going. I rented an apartment there 1 month for $200. Ruth and I stayed there for 1 month. I don't know if you guys remember back in 2017, 2018. We stayed there. We sure did. Ruth and I and RR. We're out swimming every day. We're all over the place there in Davao, all over. But that's when. Now we're going to do the same, but we're going to go do the meet and greet and then somewhere else. But if I could travel, that's my thing. I travel. I used rent in the Philippines, explain the cost of Philippines. The house across the street in Boonies, New York, Nevada rented for $40K. My sister's rent is $125K, and in call eating out it's $2,500, cable $5K. They freaked out. Yeah, that's right. Cable, that's right, $5K, easy cable. Cable internet, $5K. Oh yeah, for sure. Davao, $500 gets you a nice place, and you can get a nice place, man. I rent. This is a studio. It's a small studio apartment, this open apartment like all of them in one Oasis. Nice, second floor, and I walked in. It's $200 a month. I don't know. The lady owns it, and she's really nice, and she said there's water there. I mean, she stocked it up. There was some food there. She put some food there. She had rice. It had a kilo of rice, which we used. She had canned goods and stuff. And she said, those are yours. You use those. Those are yours. If you want to leave some for the next guest, you leave them, which we did. We left the next guest many, many wonderful items they could have, like canned goods and sardines and tuna and stuff like that. And so, it's just planning it out accordingly, Here in Jersey, me and bro pay $1,800. $1,800. That's pretty good. Garden type. And Davao, that's pretty good price. $1,800 though. Bro, $1,800. Oh, for together, not separate. So one apartment, $1,800. Oh yeah. Electricity is a bit higher. Yes, it is. I pay 11 peso per kilowatt here. What's the latest Corona update in the Philippines, Gary T? You know what, Gary T? What can I say? Horrible. I don't want to tell you the latest figures because it just changed this morning. 1,300 in there in China. Here, I don't know how many affected cases. I don't know. I was keeping up with it, then decided I'm not doing it. Because it's like I don't want to kind of make people nervous, you know what I mean? Mikado, debit card is basically just like using cash. It's not like credit card. I use my debit card for every single thing, but it's my money, and I'm borrowing it from a company. Yeah, Judy, you're right. right. I use mine. I have used it at ATMs. I use my MasterCard online, but I use my debit card here. I can't use it. No, I can use it at the grocery store. It will take it to the grocery store. We'll take it. Tom, I just watched today a video about what is rich to the Philippines. They show first how much someone will make at working different types of jobs at the end. I said it's around 2K a month. Okay. What is rich to a Filipina? Yeah, there's a lot of Filipino here in my area living on 100 a month, on the average to 200 a month. If they're getting 200 a month, they're rich. So really, they're living on 100 a month. On the average, 100 a month. Some are getting their paycheck's $1,000 a week, so they're only getting $20 a week. Some work 6 days a week and getting 1,000 peso. Some work 7 days a week and get 1,000 peso, which is $20. Once they start getting the salaries up and the salaries start increasing, you're going to really start seeing inflation really starting to hit more and more. And you guys kind of know what that bubble's going to happen there. I'm not one of these guys that know things, but JG understands more of that, and Jeb Jam understands that more than I do. That once the salaries start going up, then things going to start changing, and then people buy more, and then expect something to happen. 2,500 should be okay. 600 for rent, 200 for power, 140 for the internet, 50 for food, 300 to go out and beer, and what else? Just don't spend it on girls. Pray nothing that happens. Yeah, 600 a month for rent. I mean, that's running high, man. Big brother, 2,500 is more than enough. Yeah, exactly. 600 high. You put 600, you're living, man, top of the line. You're living like that 600 would include the rent and a maid. You know, some. I saw an ad, Airbnb house, short and long term, comes with maid. So that house, whoever rents that house, comes with a maid. It was $250 US a month, and it comes with a maid, 6 days a week in Davao. So there you go. Cute lady can empty your account really fast. You can. And you don't have to meet her to delete it. Kanoa, you still here? I don't know how expensive the condo. I don't know. Frank, condo association fees are expensive, are they? You know what? Let's talk to Kanoa. He owns 2 condos. Kanoa, how much are the condo fees, my friend? That's more than my mortgage payment every month. Exactly. Monthly rent 500, food 500. Yeah, pawn the house. Exactly. I've seen a few looks pretty pricey. Yeah. You people live high and hog. There's some of you. I live on 1,800 a month, rent, bills, car, and food. Man, I lived on 1,100. 1,100 a month. And why couldn't I live here for that? Huh? We had better place around 1,300, but landlord moved and rented neighbors from hello. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Judy, yes, debit card limit. How much is that bank account? That's good because you can limit the amount of case cards stolen and lost. Somebody use it. Hey, Tom, Jim Dunlap, how you doing? How you do? Jim, welcome. Is that per meter square? I have 10 meter by 30 meter square. 10 meter by 30 meter. The nice thing about buying property in the Philippines for your mortgage, the loan will be 5, 10, or 15 years. Yeah. In the States, many people have loans 30 years. Yes, exactly right. And you know what? The banks, BDOs advertising loans on homes. And a lot of cases, they'll finance the home for you, the buy here, pay here type thing. Now, you're going to pay quite a bit more for the house, but it gives people availability to get in the homes. And that's what they're offering Filipino and or American. And it would have to be your wife's name, of course, but it's okay. What does anybody care, right? So I say, if you're going to do a house, no worries, do a house. You're married, you're Filipino, you've been married to her. What difference does it make? If you're content with that. Some people love subdivisions. Some people don't. I don't know. I don't know what the fees are in a subdivision either. I don't know what the fees is in the condo. Market pays to have emergency fund just to back plan, just in case. You never know. And that's what my cards are for, and I have savings, but I have my cards for backup. So say, for instance, I had to get out of here or whatever happens, me and Ruth, we would just get out of here and I'd use my credit cards or my savings. And It's like anything, you pay off your card once a month, or you say you can't pay it. It does give availability that you can get that fund, airplane ticket. We take care of my brother's disabled girlfriend. We had to get out. Oh, I see. Howdy, Mr. Scoot. People are asking about you today. Scoot, Scoot, Scoot. How you doing, my good friend? Welcome, welcome. Heading to eat. I'll be on still. Thank you, Big Daddy. Stay on, my good friend. Thank you, thank you. Where our places, cards aren't practical. Every place deals in cash or Gcash. The nearest ATM is one of our bus. LOL. Bill, it's funny. I understand that. Been there, done that. Cash is king here. That's cash king. How sweet. How old is your tree? This tree is 1 year old. 1 year old. It's a dwarf lime. Or lemon. I'm sorry, dwarf lemon. And it produced, I think I have 5 out there, but I have a lot of blooms on it. I have a lot of blooms. I probably have 30 blooms on it. So we'll see. They're juicy. A lot of seeds as a lemon. This has a lot of seeds in it. But it's juicy and delicious. So this is the 3rd lemon we got off the tree. Really nice. And heavy. So it has a lot of juice in it. Very heavy. In fact, it was braying over a branch. I said, just go ahead and pull it. It's still on the branch on the tree. Mikado, yep, I did what you did. Build up my credit. Ended up being an anchor around your necks. Pay them off. One check cut. Freedom, freedom, never again. Exactly. Yeah, I never say never, right? I never want to be in a situation where I have my credit card debt over me again. I don't want that. I don't want to get in that again. If I need it, I have it. If I don't need it, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to charge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on the card unless I absolutely have to. A plane ticket, that's fine. A plane ticket, $1,000, $1,500, that's fine. That's fine. And you can just figure out how to pay that off. That's not a bad thing. This comes how you live. That's exactly right. Johnny, you're right. It's how you live life. All I know is I live on 1,000 here in the States. I'm sure I can live in the Philippines. Mark King. Man, well said. I lived on $1,100 a month. It may get $1,300 every month sometimes because of my insurance, health insurance. But I live on that. Why couldn't I live here on less? So when I first came here, my nut was only $300 a month, guys. Because we didn't have it. We didn't do anything. We didn't have anything. Then it stayed like that for $350, $455, and that's paying $100 a month rent. my expenses increased here. Why? I have more things. I have 2 houses. I'm supplying power for 2 houses. Even though solar's on, it's supplying power for the other house. But we have more things. I didn't have a fridge for a long time when I first came. I had to buy a fridge. Didn't have a fridge. So that's on all the time. Didn't have a TV. I didn't have a TV for 2 years. Didn't have a TV. I didn't want a TV. In fact, this was turned off for a long time. I didn't even use that. I was tired of US. I started doing videos, but didn't have a TV. What would I do? Nothing. What would I do? I'd read or write or talk to my wife or be with my wife. Now, her and I both are on these things all the time because of YouTube. Morning, Chi Taurus. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, Miss Chi, but Mr. Pickles wanted his peppers back because Peter took all his peppers. Thank you for coming on, Miss Chi Taurus. How's Mr. Pickles? Extra for emergencies. My daily billboard table rent might be $1,000. Bill table rent might be $1,000 a day. There you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Just put your table in your house. Kanoy saying hi, Chi. Judy, I have Scoot, Mr. Scoot. You know what? It's $130K worth of credit cards in my wallet. Maybe when I get to the Philippines, I'll buy a few container houses and default on them. Then when the bank come get them if you want. Hey, Scoot, no worries. Give me one of those cards. I can spend it for you. Scoot, do I just do that? Just give me one of those cards. I know Scoot probably does have $130,000. Knowing him, he probably does. I bet he's got more than that. On his availability on his cards. I can't retire till 77. What? They added years I was in the Navy and college to my retirement. What? What? Over. No way. No way. What? 77? Man, I hope to make it to 77. Judy, in the Philippines, I want to live off around 800 a month. Okay, for the most part, the bulk of our basic bills. I think that's a reasonable amount. We live in a moderate lifestyle. You don't have a problem doing that, Judy. You won't have a problem doing that. Uh, all you got to do is listen. Do it like this. When you plan to come to the Philippines, get a place next to Scoot and go over and take his food. So when he's cooking, or JG, when they're cooking, or you go with JG to eat, when he's going out to eat, you just follow him and just put it on his tab. Or Scoot too. No, but 800 a month, you can live fine. 800 a month. It's all about living. People say it's like you're camping out in your camper. Okay. You're living in your house just like camping. I said, okay, it's fine with me. I'm camping. I love it. Except my house don't move. It's stuck. Has no wheels on. You could put wheels on this bad boy though. Christian, good morning. Back in the 80s, I paid my maid $20 a month. She was happy. Hey, Ray. Dear, we asked Ruth the other day, an elderly lady, says, Ruth, you need help around the house. Ruth says, I'm kind of okay, you know. It says, the going rate is around $60 a month here, where I'm at. Now, listen, guys, don't get mad at me. That's what the rate is. I don't make the rates. So $60. So I'll work, 6 days, 7 days a week for $60 a month. Ruth says, I'm sorry, we're okay. She says, I'll clean, I'll be a maid, this, that, and other. So, it's something to always think about, always have somebody in reserve, that may be something. But that's about what they go for. Wonderful person to have, you wouldn't have to worry about food. And I asked Ruth if you want to, but Ruth, she has her cakes and she cleans. And I cooked. I cooked dinner last night. I cleaned up. So, it's like she's doing her cakes. I clean up the dishes for her so she don't have stress worrying about that. And I wash them. Not good enough for her, but I help. I help when I can. She got our cakes delivered the other day. She made a mango float cake. It was, imagine this, white cake, a very delicious white cake. Very good. White cake with mango, ice cream, cake, mango, ice cream, cake, ice cream, with mango flakes around the top. Let me just say this. When you cut that bad boy open with that ice cream and that mango in this mango float, it was delicious. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10. I took that cake. I paid Ruth for the cake, and I said, let's take that to town, and let's give this to Ollie. We'll eat a couple slices out of it, give the rest for them and his employees, and give it to Ollie for him to enjoy, because he always treats me with many things there. Like, he's just kind-hearted. He'll give me, he's just kind-hearted. So we did that. He actually loved the cake. It was really good. So that may be the new cake of the month there. Mango float cake. Hello, PJB. Hello, sir. How you doing? Welcome, PJB. Welcome on our live stream. Thank you so much for coming on, my good friend. My good friend. Do you have love? How much money do you have is not so important, but have you paid? Yeah. Johnny Kerr, it's about money is just a tool. Ruth and I were talking about that the other day. We dip in our money once a month to pay all the bills, and then that's her money that I give her, and she gives me money when I need it. And we just work it out together, and we never dip it in her wallet like I was in U.S. I was always dipping in my wallet every day in U.S. Always dipping in my wallet. Here, my money clip, it stays in the cabinet. I go to town. I never really dip into it. Never, rarely. I really don't. My American Express will pay for my flight to the Philippines with reward points. That's the only thing I would use it for. Or your room. Yeah, exactly, JG, exactly. JG, if you need any help spending those reward points, let me know. I can help you with it. I bet you JG's probably got a few thousand points there coming to the Philippines. Yeah. Noted, Mark. Yeah, PJB, a good morning again. Scoot. After my son passed, we had 2 creditors harassing me with phone calls saying, you wanted to pay your son's debt so he can rest in peace, knowing his name, really. Are you kidding me? Judy, it's a good thing I wasn't there on that phone. Well, I know you can take care of yourself. Um, well, I left U.S. people owing me money. So I said either I can sit and dwell upon it, or I can try to collect it, or I can just let it go because it's not going to be beneficial to me. I'm more myself sick over the money they owe me. One was over 100,000, and I said if I'll never get it, I will never get that money from that guy. I will never get it. So what do I do? Right? Do I fight him and fight him? I tried that. I did that. We seized his bank accounts and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, I said, you know what? Just forget it. Just forget it. God will provide. Shannon McGinnis, good morning. How are you doing? How is everything with you, Shannon? Creditors are the devil. They are. They are the worst people that walk the earth. When somebody asked me, I said, what do you do for the I'm a creditor? I collect debt. I go, oh, okay. You were my friend. You're not my friend no more. A few years ago, I had many points on my Citibank. I purchased round-trip tickets for my wife and 4 kids. Did you really? I tell you what, I didn't even book any of my tickets. What's wrong with me? I didn't even book my tickets on my point card. And I had a credit card. I didn't even use the credit card. I never even really used it. I bought stuff with it, but I never really used it. And I could get points. I didn't do it. I booked it on the most convenient card. One ticket I bought on my debit card. And I go, and I'm sitting at the airport, and the guy was talking about points. And I go, why didn't I buy that on my point card? I don't know, stupidity. Hotels are expensive there. Holidays cost in other countries in Asia. They are. Hotels are expensive. They are expensive here. The Philippines is catching up with all the other countries on the hotels. They're catching up with a lot of things here. A lot of things that are normally that you would not think that the Philippines are. They're catching up on a lot of prices. The prices are going up. I'm not going to say they're not. They are going up. Rentals are going up. Prices are going up. The cost of living is going up. Even the other day at a supermarket, the groceries are getting really high. I mean, I can buy canned goods. I can buy stuff in U.S. cheaper than I can buy here. No worries about that. Hunt's tomato sauce. Try buying it here, try buying it there. Nescafe coffee. I pay $5 for a little jug of coffee this big. It's the coffee. $5, I can go get a classic Rose Folgers thing for $5 and change. And it could brew 100 pots of coffee. Not really, I don't know, a lot, right? 60 pots. This one I can probably only make about 30, 40 cups of coffee out of. Just things are getting really pricey. I have bill collectors ask me to pay my ex-wife's debts. I actually had them call me for that too. I actually had many creditors call me for that. Yeah. And finally, I had to straighten that out. I had to really straighten that out. And I even had people out of my credit. I told you I had people charging something on my credit. Now, who did that? I don't know. So I got it off and all done, but still a hassle. Nolan Tate, how you doing, Nolan? Welcome, Nolan. I had to call him for my dead dad. Told him to, yeah. My dad had no debt. He didn't have no debt. My dad had no debt most of his life. He only owed me for the house, but my dad was smart. He did his due diligence. He's smarter than me. My father's smarter than me. He had no debt. I mean, in his 30s, he had no debt. In his 40s, he had no debt. He got a pension from the military, where he got hurt in the World War II. But he was smart. He bought a house. If he couldn't pay for the house, he wouldn't buy it. Same thing on a car. If he couldn't buy the car, he wouldn't buy it. If he had to walk to work, he'd walk to work. He taught us boys, you earn your way, dude. You ain't going to get it. You have to earn it. Well, you know what? When credit came around, I said, forget it, Dad. I'll go get my own car. And I did, on credit. I figured it out. I worked it out. But I realized until my 50s what my dad knew in the 20s. That he knew in his 20s. He's a smart man. But my father had a small debt collector called me one time. Now, my father, He had no debt. This guy's trying to collect on something. Guy calls me, same thing. I says, dude, my father had no debt. And what debt is this about? And it's magazines, this, that, and other, $180 or something. It's probably something my mother ordered. No, my mom. And I said, we're not paying that. Yeah, you are. I said, no, we're not. We're going to take you to court. I said, go ahead, dude. Go ahead, take me to court. And I said, I can't wait to see you in court. Well, guess what? The guy did. So I remember walking in there. My father's gone. Walking in there. The guy says, I'm here to collect the debt for these magazines, this, that, and other. I don't remember what, I don't know, a couple $100. He had like 18 people in the courtroom, including me, for a stupid thing. But I wanted to go there. So I walked up to the judge there in the stand, and you can't go past that. And I said, sir, there's no way in the world I'm paying debt for my father that even if he did and my father was alive, he'd tell the guy to go fly a kite. Did you order this? I didn't order it. I said, probably my mother ordered it, to be exact, sir. And I am not going to tell you a lie. I'm in front of you, and I said oath, and I'm not going to tell a lie. My mother probably ordered, but do I know she ordered? No, I do not. And she may not have ordered. I don't know this guy from Adam. He's just a bill collector. He's trying to get money out of someone. And I don't know if it's true or not true. Well, what proof do you have Mr. and Mrs. Young ordered this stuff to, sir? And the guy goes, well, I have proof that, well, what's your proof? How did point A to point B? Who did you talk to? Hold on, sir, let me get the records. So the guy comes up there and he goes, sir, well, I can't seem to find it now. He says, so you came here to court and you're suing him, you have no proof of records, and you're trying to get him for a couple $100, a few $100 here. He says, for what? I had the money. I could have paid him right. I had it in my pocket. So I said to the guy, I hate these scammers, Judge. He said, Mr. Young, be quiet. I'm talking. I said, oh, okay. And he's going on. And I'm antsy. My mouth is moving. And I said, he said, put your head down. This guy's looking. So this guy he gives this guy ample time. The guy can't find it. So he looks over at me. And, okay, Tom, go ahead and speak. I said, sir, I don't want to waste your time or my time. How about the other people? How many people does he have here today? So he asked the guy, how many people? I don't know, 18 people are there collecting on the magazines and stuff. I don't know what it was. So sure enough, the judge says, I tell you what, sir, why don't you go back and get your stuff together? All you people get out of here. Tom, your case dismissed. You don't know this guy a dime. So that is it. Corona time. Kanoa, after that happened, I was finally able to stay. Now you've heard everything. Can you imagine? His debts were less than $600. Granters are the worst human beings that walked on planet Earth. I agree with you. Corona's out of control in China, only reporting 10% of the cases. Infectious treatment in the pipeline. There are a lot of cases. We actually do not know yet, Tom. They're sitting in the process of being built, but we're told to believe about $2K a month. Oh, okay. Okay. I understand. Are you talking about $2K a month? The borrower is the slave to the lender. Dave Ramsey. Exactly. Dave Ramsey. This we call it contels. So the hotel money goes to offset the cost. Yeah, condotels. Yeah, exactly. Condotels, high thing in Daytona there. I miss Chief. Sorry I didn't see you just now. Sorry, JG, you have 2 cents. I have no driver. Do I have to take a driver's test to get a motorcycle? No, you do not. As long as you have a driver's license and you have a license and you on there for a motorcycle. A lot of times they won't require you to drive it. Same thing on a car. Now, some of the tests will make you take a test. When you go take a driver's license, you go into commercial driving truck, they'll make you a test, yes. I won't be long until we're paying an air fee in U.S. I know. Good morning, Loomis 1210. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome, Loomis. Yeah, welcome. Unfortunately, PJB is saying in the States, coronavirus all over the page. I can't seem to believe anything out there. Just live cautiously. Yeah, that's the reason I'm not quoting anything. And they're demonetizing my video if I say those words. Rain were on off. Sir Liner. Oh, Sir Liner. Can I tell you a story? Coming, not come. Coming, not come. Yeah. So, no, not coming. Lady in place over there we talked about said, no, you're not coming. Apparently he wanted to come and be with her, and she says no, and this, that. So no, he's not coming. He's waiting to next week. So I basically told him, I said, please, sir, if you, stop bothering me. Don't come. I'm just basically saying, don't come. I sent him an email. It's better you just stop wasting my time with these emails. I'm coming, not coming, coming, and not coming. If you're coming, come. Why do you have to have something in the mail to come? I don't understand the thought process. If you're coming here to find a lady, he's finding a lady first and then coming. Well, why don't you just come and enjoy the area and not worry about finding a lady? That's the problem. That's the problem I have with that guy. He's an American. He's trying to find a lady. He's too fast. As Ruth says, he goes to Taiwan and find him one. He needs to go to Singapore. She said, send him to Vietnam. I said, okay, I'll do that. So welcome, Mr. Mike. Thank you for coming on. No, he's not coming. All good. Thank you. Lemon challenge. Take a bite. Okay. No. How many that I ask and they reach in their pocket? I know. Association fees on condos is unbelievably cheap. 24-hour security, front office maintenance. It's one of the nice places in Manila, 2-bedroom condo, $50 a month. Is it really? So, okay, $50 a month for the fees. Okay, that's good. Dumb question. Are there a lot of bees to pollinate? I have to use Q-tips to spread the pollen in the flowers so they pollinate, and I have lemons. A lot of bees. You want to attract the bees? You go down to the local store and get the flower downy. It's a downy. It has flowers on it. All you got to do is hang that out on the line with the flower scent of that downy. Within 10 minutes, you'll get 50 bees on it. And they'll pollinate that thing. There's plenty of bees here. And I got some wonderful honey here. The problem is they water down the honey here, and you're drinking watered honey. When they take it, you're not getting honey. You know how you tip the jar over? It's water-based. Shannon, if they take tax with need startup, save it. That will never happen. Terry Alcorn, how you doing? Welcome. My pension $1,200, and I have 2 rental at $800. After expenses taken out, I hope that will be enough to retire in the Philippines. Terry Alcorn, high five. It is. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. $1,200 a month. There's no worries. You can make it on 12. What you need to do is this. Always have some money in reserve for like plane ticket out, emergency, hospital, things like that. Whatever that amount is. That's up to you and your budget. Then you take that amount and just leave that in there, and you take your $1,200 and live. And yes, you can, as long as you're not going out to the pubs and the bars and all that stuff, and out to eat every day. And out to eat every day, I'm talking about going to TGI Fridays. I'm not talking going down to a local store and just paying $1, $2 a meal, or $3 a meal, or even $4 a meal. So it costs you $20 a day. So what does it cost me to live here? $20 a day, maybe, not even. 18, 15, I don't know. It doesn't cost much. My budget $600 a month. I live on $600 a month. I have a house paid for. I have solar. I have things set up. And mainly all my cost is just food. My food and my internet. I pay $60 a month in internet. So other than that, that's my fees. Those don't listen. Sounds good to me. They're cheap, mellow, handles. A stranger in strange land. Welcome. Yeah, if that's not enough, you have problems. Way to say it. I've been trying to say it without hurting anybody's feelings. That's exactly right. If you can't live on $1,200 a month here, something is wrong with you. I'm telling you. I have so many people ask me. I had so many people beat me up. Tom, you are stupid. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't live in the Philippines less than $2,000 a month. Well, I lived in U.S. for $1,100 a month, $1,200 a month. Why can't I live here? What are you talking about? If I lived in U.S. for $1,300 a month or $1,500 a month, and I can't live here for $1,000 a month? My goal was saying I can live in the Philippines for $800 a month. That was it. Can I do it? I'm living on $1,100, $1,200 a month in U.S. Some months less than that. How it fell, Yeah, some months less than that. I don't want to live without a TV. My wife can't live without one. We didn't have a TV for 2 years. No reason. I asked girls they wanted. They said no. We don't need TV. What do we need TV for? Even now, I watch TV, but 90% of the time I don't watch it. It's on, but I don't watch it. This is good to hear. Yeah, Terry, no worries. Only issue I have with condos, Philippines, they're very small. They are small. Write a book. I am looking for a cure to my insomnia. Hey, JG, I do know a cure for it. I will send you a recipe of something that will knock you out. You will sleep every night. I got an idea. I will give you something. Ruth gave me that, and it's not drug. It's not anything drugs or anything like that. It's just a simple recipe that can knock you out, and you can sleep well every night, and you won't have to worry about it. And in fact, it'll put you on a routine where you're sleeping every night. I know you have a problem sleeping at night, and I know that's a problem, and I'm sorry about that. That means you're not getting good rest. I know. JGS twice a week, I've heard you refer in the Bible. Very nice. I enjoy hearing scripture and also reminds me I might have forgotten. Thanks for sharing. Write an ebook. I'm looking for a cure for my insomnia. JG, you know what? Malai Simpson. Good morning, Poe. Good morning. Good morning. I call beer. Beer can be a good thing. Beer can be a bad thing for some people. Sometimes people drink beer can cause their heart rate to go up extensively. You know, instead of beating at a normal pace, it's going like that. So they don't sleep. Calories. Carl Light, Devil Don. Morning, Carl Fuman. How you doing? Good morning, Carl. Welcome, welcome. Talking about the citrus fruits for them to test good if they need a lot of water is all. Yeah. It tastes good. They need a lot of water. You know what, Ruth? You know what? It's funny you said that. This lemon, I didn't think it's really going to grow. And Ruth waters them once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and she does it, and she's been doing it religiously. And of course, in rainy season, we get showers every day, so it's not a problem. But I understand exactly what you're talking about. You're right. It's like the oranges in Florida. You know, you got to have that good soil plus rain. I'm having a kind of lazy day, lazy on the weekends. Judy's saying, you're wearing gloves when you touch the Bible, correct? I don't want your fingers to get burned. Yeah, now that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Scoot, that's funny. Good thing I didn't drink this cup of coffee. The worries about calories now. You guys are funny. Tom, I will send you my Shaky Supercard. Have fun. Okay, JG. That's right. JG bought a Supercard. I think he got such a good deal on that there. He bought him a Supercard. Good for you. A high five. Test run. I lose about 10 pounds every time I go return find it again. Yeah, me too. Can you move to the States and live 10 years if you wanted? Yes. Yes. Can you move to the States and live 10 years? I could. Yeah. Would I live good? I would live good. I could live 10 years there. Sure. Could I do it? Yeah. Me, Ruth, and I, and RR? Yeah. Me, Ruth, and I. Me, Ruth, and RR? Yeah. Yeah, we could. Sure. Ruth even talked about it. But then she says, nah, it's too much hassle there. Forget it. We'll come back here. I said, yeah, we'll go there for vacation. I wouldn't stay there. But RR, I would want her to visit there. Will I live in the U.S. 10 years? No. Could I? Yes. I know what to do. I know how to live. You know, and I tell you what, Philippines taught me more. And you don't need a lot of stuff, guys. How much stuff do you have in your life? How much are you loaded down with junk, right? And what you know what I'm talking about? How many of these do you have? How many underwear do you have? How many socks? How many coat hangers do you have? How much tools do you have? Do you actually use every tool that you got out there? How many cars do you have? Right? How many pipes in the garage and how many weed eaters did you have? You know, I had 5 weed eaters. I had 3 lawnmowers. Yeah. Now, why I needed 5 weed eaters, I don't know. I think they kept burning up. I went and bought another one. Come find out it's the fuel, sulfur in the fuel. So what was my deal, right? So, and then how many shovels did I have? 8 or 9 shovels. I don't know how I got them. I don't know. But you know how much stuff you have. So when I come to the Philippines, I don't have any stuff. I'm not loaded. I'm not loaded down with things. So I could live easily. I know how to live easily. There. I just live off my brother. No, I'm kidding. I go to my brother's house, live off him. The 10 years. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. No, I would live. Would I live in a house, a boat? Maybe, maybe. Would I live in an RV? Maybe, maybe. Could I live fine? Yeah. Would I live? What part of the country would I live? I live in a warmer climate. Like I'm not, I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, I could do it. But I would not. I love it here. This is. I know this is my home, and I will probably perish here. But yes, I will go to U.S. and I will live there at least 2 months a year. Yeah. Very careful, Scoot. Yeah, stay in the Philippines. Yeah. Tom, I'm having a talk with Chris again tomorrow about moving to the Philippines. Appreciate you can say a prayer. Goes upward direction. Judy, you're exactly right. I will say a prayer today to Mr. Chris, about Mr. Chris, to let that happen. Tell Mr. Chris to come here, boots on the ground, whatever time frame that is. We'll pick you up. If you want us in Manila, we'll be in Manila. You want us to pick you up in Davao, we'll pick you up in Davao. Cebu, wherever you're at, we'll meet you at the airport, and we'll pick you up and take you, and you won't have to worry about a thing. And we'll take you around and show you the good and the bad, and then you guys can make a decision. Of course, you already what you can do, and I can take you to areas. We'll take you around Manila. We'll take you wherever you want to go, wherever. Ruth knows Manila like the back of her hand because she used to work up there. She's been all over. She knows Manila better than some people that live in Manila. I said, what about going down this street for the hotel? No, you go down 2 blocks this way and you make a right. We'll go down this street. She's right. If you go down that street, that's a bad street, Daddy. I said, oh, what do you mean bad? You don't want to go down that street. Oh, okay, we won't go down that street. But no, Ruth is versed. She's versed somewhere, some parts of Luzon. Her family comes from all those areas. Lose 10 pounds from your belly. Yeah, I need to lose 10 pounds. What you see, what you sow is what you get. Easy to do, easy to see. You're exactly right. Davil Don, what do you see when you turn out the lights? Can I tell you? I know it. A few seconds slap spoon to palm. Chris will agree with you. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly right. Lend or borrow the Bible. JG, neither a lender nor borrow be the Bible. JG. Are you Viking selling everything or try something new? I've done most in my life. I've been homeless. Yeah, I've been homeless in my life. And good job. Homeless, good job. I didn't stay homeless very long, I can tell you that. And I was homeless at that same time and lost my job. And it had nothing to do with my performance. It had nothing to do with me. It had to do with the normal stuff in the U.S. Selling companies, cutting back, cut back the old timers. Yeah, I've been there. So can I deal with it? Yeah, I can deal. And I'm teaching R and Ruth. I'm teaching Ruth too, because things are not always what they seem to be, right? What if, right? I'm always one of those guys, what ifs. That's the reason I have solar here. That's the reason I have my own water up. That's the reason I have stuff. Something, did happen, what I'm saying happened, like a calamity happened here. All blows up and we're getting snow here in Mindinao. I'm prepared. Ruth's prepared. R's prepared. We always, something happens, we have a safe place. We know where the safe place is. We know where the whole family's going to meet. And we talked about it. So, a safe place, one family's house, and we already have a house. It's not this house. It's have a house where all meet. And then we all eventually here, because not all the family can get here, right? So, yeah. We went for groceries yesterday, and Malu forgot her point card, so I gave her mine. I was not paying attention. The cashier said, you want to use your points? She said, yes, and there goes my points. Oh, Jam Jam. Good morning, Jam Jam. How you doing, sir? Welcome on the stream. I'm on the phone with Maureen, explaining what cold feels like. I told her, just imagine the worst torture ever. It is. When your fingers hurt, and your toes hurt, and your lips hurt, and your ears hurt, and your nose hurts, that's cold. How about you can't even talk? How about your lips are numb? How about me walking in? How many times did I fall in Buffalo? A few hundred. How many times these steps and everything else you slide in, And as you know, you're wearing dress shoes. You can wear boots, but I'm wearing dress shoes going into these businesses and stuff, and I get tired of wearing the boots in the car and tearing it up. You guys know you can have a brand new car, Brand new car. A year later, that brand new car's not new anymore. You wore that bad boy out. And the rust and this, that. Yeah. Welcome back. I pay $4 10 cups, three-in-one coffee in Norway. I tell you what, I pay $5 for this one. It's too much. Am I way behind, guys? Scoot, I have Poland Spring, third quarters. Please calculate. Let's compare the numbers. You put your hand on your head, put your foot on the air, put your foot in the air, then top around, hop around room in your underwear. That's a good song. Ken Gartel, stick her head in the freezer, leave it there for an hour. There ain't never been nothing like Quiet Come On. You guys are singing. The hotel we stayed at last time was $6,000 per night, but it's great, worth every peso. My beautiful wife found those rooms to pay. We paid 6,000 peso for a week. Graham, good morning, Graham. How you doing, Mr. Graham? Thank you for coming on, Mr. Graham. Cold, 70 degrees. Lift your other foot, okay? Davo Don. Do you rent or have you bought my life? I bought my life. I was renting. I rented before 2 years renting, and then bought my life. Oh yeah, it's 80, and she's told me really high. I bought my life. Listen, I will not see the benefit of this, but my children will. And Ruth will get the benefit of what we have, and they're enjoying it for sure. Hi, Cheetos. Milan is saying, Malali Stinson. Good morning. Scoot, when Chris comes spoon my hand, he gets very happy because he knows I'm caramelizing the onions for him. His most favorite thing to eat, and there you go. You know life, Tom. Thank you so much, Johnny Burke. Thank you. You should have countersued him. I should have sued that guy. I should have. Let's see, I'm way behind. I'm going up. So $100 will get you about 5,000 pesos. That's exactly right. $100. Yeah, $100 is right. Tom, you fell in Buffalo because you're drunk. I probably was. Yeah, I probably was. I needed that. At least this. I never had it in my car like my buddies did. My buddies would always carry alcohol in the car. I said, guys, don't carry alcohol in your car. You carry it inside your body first. Way behind. It's 9:42. I wrote. Okay, yeah, I'm way behind. Yeah, with changing for the peso. Bring hundreds before they change it. Yeah, stop. Sorry, story anywhere. Things go crap in the third world countries be least effective because they already know how to get by. SF, exactly right. Yeah, fell in Buffalo. You're right about that, Kanoy. I know JJ said $100 bills. I think they take Philippines, right? Judy, they'll take any amount of money you have. It does not matter. It does not matter what money you have. They'll take it. A 10 or a dollar, I've turned in dollars. No worries. I've turned them in. Guaranteed, being prepared is the key. Consumerism can be like a religion in the West. Like Tom said, it's surprising how much stuff we really don't need. I've been gradually decluttering. It's quite liberating. Graham, I guarantee you feel better, right? You feel better when you're not having all that stuff around. I know I do. I'm not having all that stuff around. I feel better. I don't need all that stuff. Then I'm moving it around and I'm in the garage and I go, well, I don't need all this. Shovels and wire and cable and tools and toolboxes. I had 3 toolboxes. It's like, whoa, I had all this stuff and I'm going rakes and shovels and all that stuff. That's my wife to let me know they're there. That's why I use 500 peso annually. You can use the American. I don't really heavy drinking in parties. Yeah, me too. I don't do that. I was in my 20s. Some of the parties I've been to, you not believe it if you know how I look exactly. Brit, I just got a notice. Young Brit killed in the Philippines. Oh, well, I don't know. Davodon, in case we're praying. You need their money. You change American dollars for peso. Yeah. I mean, if you go to the outdoor market, sorry, their fish market, pay for a person a $100 bill. They will have enough change to break it 100. Thomas, Mr. Jeb, I tried to live without clothes, but the neighbors complained. Thomas Crawley, no worries. All you got to do is put a grass skirt on here. You have no problem. You'll fit right in. Jim and Rose, good morning. Who, me? I do not smoke. Grow up smoking family. One thing is smokers. Oh, man. My mother and father smoke 2 packs a day each. I'm ready to shed all the anchors of my life, start living simple. Shannon McGinnis, I'm telling you that the best thing that'll ever happen to you if you start declutter in your life, eliminate all the stuff. How many shirts do you need? How many t-shirts? Hundreds. I had hundreds of t-shirts. I go to a party or something or a gathering. Hey, Tom, here's a Bud Light shirt. Throw it at me. Why did they know me? I don't know. I must drink Bud Light. And a hat. How many hats did I have? The last count that I had over 100 hats. They give them to you, or you gather them, or you go into a meeting or something, you get a hat. Like, it's stupid, like JG knows this. You're number one. Right. I'm going to wear that out in public? I don't think so. But Hassan Gall, why would they watch the NBA games? You got Tom on live stream. Forget the NBA games. I didn't know anybody's playing anything. Shows how much I even watch sports anymore. How you doing, Hassan, Mr. Ollie? This is Ollie Alaturka. JG, how you doing, Ollie? Exchange Airport, that's what I do. Hello, Hassan Gall, how you doing? Your money will go further in the Philippines than in the U.S. It sure will. 500 USD. I just brought, last time when I came back, I just brought, what was it? 1,000, 2,000, and I just changed it at the airport. And screwball me, I didn't leave enough money for Ruth, but she had her credit card, so I just loaded her credit card. I said, honey, go get 10,000 or 20,000 peso off the card, whatever you need, and just do it that way, so to pay the bills. Judy Scoot, do you think I can live on 800 a month, just bulk of the bills, not any extra stuff, little stuff? You can. That's 400. Yeah, 90% of the Philippines live on 400 a month. They sure do. 10,000 peso. 10,000 peso. Yes, you can live on that, Judy. Sure can. I met a person on Facebook this week that lives 300 pesos per month. They have no running water or electric. I have an American friend living at that too, up in the mountains. He don't even have water. He has to go down and get it at the spring, and then he hauls it up. And then he figured out a way to put a pump down and he runs it up. Then he don't have electric. He uses lanterns. Ruth grew up on lanterns all her life. In fact, some of the families still live up in the mountain, no electricity. I got family, and my family have no power. I have family that has no electricity, has no water. They don't have running water. They take showers down the stream. Yeah, I have family like that. It's just the way it is in the Philippines. And they're happy and content, man. They're so happy, so happy, so happy. I can live on 1K a month. In New Zealand, single don't pay rent. People live on more than 1,000 a month, live in party Western style lifestyle. That's exactly right. So must have enough to make change for a $100 bill. I'm not talking hotels. Judy, let me answer all your questions. I'm going to answer all your questions now. I see you're asking questions to all this live stream. You're going to just one thing, I live on 1K a month. No. Judy, queen of a kind. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to say Judy. Artco Drones, how you doing? Frank the Problem. It's good. Well done. What you do, Judy, is this. They have an exchanger at the airport. You get off the plane. Bring $1,000, $100 bills, just clean. What do I mean clean? No bends, no ripples, no creases, no turns in it. So Judy, you come into the airport. You get out. You go through immigration. You and Chris are there. You got your luggage there, and Tom's out there waving at you, saying hello, Judes. So you get there, and once you come out, you walk right over. If you're coming out, if you look to the left, there is an exchanger. You look to the right, there's a bus, and you go out the door. There's some more. I'll tell you that in a second. But anyway, you go over the exchanger, better rate than anybody. Just give them $200 bills. That's 10,000 peso. That's all you'll ever need. Take 10,000 peso, put it in your pocket. You're done. It's $100 is 5,000 peso. $100 is 5,000 peso. So $120 is 6,000 peso. For every 20, it's 1,000 peso. Real easy to do. Just go ahead and figure that. So when you come there, just throw down whatever money, get peso, put it in your pocket, split it up between you and Chris, and walk out. When you get down out of the airport, if we're not standing there, you go down the walkway, you go down, you just make a right and go down, take your luggage right there in the corner. It's about 50 feet. Get a taxi. Take you wherever you want to go. Don't get the taxi there. Don't walk across the street, walk down. Don't go that. Just out of the airport, just make a right, go down and get a taxi. Don't worry about all these fees. Don't worry about what people's telling you about this and that. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything. You'll see once you get out of the airport, you see a bunch of ladies out there with signs. You'll see 100, 200, 300 people. Hello, Joe. Hi, Sam. Sam M. It's me, Sarah. You'll see all these signs with ladies hanging it out, looking for their American or foreigner or person from wherever country. And you'll see many people. You'll see so many. You'll go, wow, what is all this? Like this. And you go, all those ladies, men? And no, they're looking for men. Some men will have 5 or 6 ladies at the airport for the same men. They just do. So, Frank, decent rates are, well, I usually exchange $100 upon arrival. That's what I do. I just I throw down $200. I get 10,000 peso. I put it in my pocket. I go out the door. I walk down. I make a right. I walk down the street. I don't cross and down and around where all the taxis and all the people and the jeepneys and all that. Forget about that. So I just walk down. I go to get a cab right there in the corner, and usually Ruth is sitting right there waiting on me. And she's right there, and then we just go do our thing. And she already has a place for me, or we're already done. So, and that's the reason I let Ruth do all the booking. She's really good at it. And it's just easy for me to do that. It's just easy for me to do that. But make sure you get 120 pills there. Good morning, Artco. How you doing? For cabs and shuttles and us. Frank, we just get enough to do aware of what you're going to exchange when you get to your destination. That's true. Not at the hotel. There's worse. I tell you what. Don't ever underestimate the banks. Robinson Bank today. No. Friday. Today's Sunday. Friday, 52 peso to the dollar. All the exchanges are 49 and 50. 52 to the dollar at Robinson's Supermarket or Robinson's Bank. Where you go to supermarket and exchange money. Do you know that? Any supermarket. They have exchangers. But you can go to the bank. So I want your rate here. I said 50. I said, and you walk out to the Robinsons, you go right around the corner, and walk in their bank. What's the rate here, sir? 52. I said, how come only 50? She says, because that's what we do. So they charge 52 at the bank. I said, can I exchange a $100 bill? How much money you got? They have it. And it so happened, it's so funny. They brought out all these stacks of money, brand new money too. And it's so funny. And so I exchanged out a $100 bill and grabbed the money and just put it in my pocket. And but be surprised, the banks give great rates. I found that the banks are better than any exchanger, anybody. Now the airport is better for me. Airport's good too. Yeah, if you exchange 100 in the airport, if you try to lower exchange, the rate drops. Don't do it exchangers. Do it at the airport. Don't worry about anybody because people won't understand. They can't figure it in their mind. Don't use exchangers that take your money. Just go to the bank. Just go to the mall and go to the bank. And what's the rate today? Don't do Western Union. Don't do any of those guys. Just go to the mall. I'm telling you from experience. Go to the mall. Go find a bank. Say, man, what's the rate here at BDO? It's 51.75 today. BDO is running 51.75. Robinsons were 52. BPI was running 50.50. 50.50. And then everybody else, like exchange rights, like Western Union's 49. The reason I know this, I did video on it. What are exchange rates? Best way to get your money? I did a video on it, so be prepared. That one's coming up. Those fajitas on your most recent vlog tasted. What else is that cafe something like? Hamburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, lasagna, fajitas, beans and taters. They have a kimchi. Their menu is mainly Filipino style, but he made a section just for Americans coming here because guess who's coming in? He's telling me, he says, because of the show, he's getting a few Americans coming in from time to time, so it's good. Oh, JG, I meant the place on the street. Yeah, I have used my debit card here. I have used it. It works good. Get a chip on the phone for phone service at the airport. Yeah, go get a chip. You're exactly right. I forgot that. Go get a chip on your phone. That's exactly right, Judes. Go to PLDT or Globe. I use PLDT. Ruth says Globe, but I use PLDT because I get 7 days for nothing. It's like $2 or $3. And if your phone is, don't worry about it. They'll unlock it for you. They'll fix you up. Just get load. So you can call. Well, you won't need to call me because I'm already probably standing at the door. Is that Judy? What's she look like, Cha-Cha? That's me at the window. You know, it's my question. If you pay with hundreds, okay, so can the average place make change that much? Can you answer that specific question? You don't get the spoon today. Judy, if you cannot pay with $100 bills in the Philippines with anything other than exchangers, if you go to the market or if you go somewhere outside the sorry store, some may, but I found that they don't understand it. They can't comprehend what the rate is, and you're not going to get the rate of the day. The best thing to do is don't worry about that. You get the exchanger at the airport. Do it at the airport. Don't worry about it. And if you want to exchange money, just go to the mall. I need the nearest bank. Go in the bank. Walk in the bank. There's 3 banks within 2 blocks of the airport. Just go in the nearest bank and say, give me the rate of the day. And do that. Don't use money exchangers. Don't. I learned a lesson. Ruth and I don't use money exchangers no more. We go to the bank directly. Because guess where the money exchangers take their money? They take their money to the bank that they just gave you the rate on. So here's an example. You go to my exchanger. My rate is $49.85. Or how about 50.50? Right? So 50.50. Right? Then they take that money that they just gave you, right? And they have $100 bills. Let's just say $500. I'm using an example. They take that, then they go take it, and they go to the bank. So they just made 1 to 2 points. Sorry about that. So you can easily make money that way. That's how they make their money. They make. How do you think these exchangers make money? And guess who told me that? An exchanger. I'm sitting down at the passport place, and the guy asked what I do, and I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm a money exchanger." I said, "Can I ask a question?" I said, "What do you guys do with the money?" He said, "We take it to the bank and exchange it, bring back pesos." I said, well, how do you do it? He said, what we do is, he said, we do transactions anywhere from about 10,000 US dollars a day. He said, we take that money, and whatever our exchange is, we always go under the rate of whatever the bank's doing. So the bank is our key. So we go under 1 point to 2 points. That's what we make money. So he takes that money, what he gets off the exchangers all do, and they take that money and they bring it to the bank, which is in US dollars. They give it to the banker, and the teller just gives it back to them, and they just make that point and a half, 2 points. He said sometimes we'll make 3 points on our dollars, depending. Sometimes we'll hold it if we got a feeling. He says we sometimes make 3 points on the dollar. He said that's how we make our living. I said, so you guys take it to the bank. So the best thing for foreigners is go to the bank directly. Yeah, that's what he said. Go to the bank directly. So I did a video on it. So you guys will re-see this again. So I said, so the bank is the key. He said, bank controls the Philippines. Why would they go to exchanger and do it? And I said, yeah. I said, you told your secret. He said, well, it's really not a secret. If you think about it, it's not a secret. He says foreigners think, oh, we have to go to money exchange. We have to go to money exchanger. They don't think going to bank, where the money exchangers take the money. I said, you have to have an account at the bank? He goes, no, we don't have an account. We have a friend. We became friends. We just take all our money, which is about 10. We average anywhere from 10 to 15,000 US dollars a day, right there in Manila. And he said they take that money and take it over to the bank, and they make 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. Yeah, Judy, just speak your language, and I was scared, and he answered it right. It depends on the terminal, but I had one big letters over the different waiting areas just to meet you later. Yeah. If I go to a small market and have 300 pesos, not sure I can change a 1,000 bill, maybe 500. They can. Yeah, a lot of times you need to have change 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 100 peso bills. I'll do a video on that. And you take these bills, and usually things are this much or this much. Ruth sent me a message. Wow, a lot of things going on with this corona. Huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't say those words. You guys check out the latest news on the coronavirus. Judy, you always need to carry small denominations. So many small businesses don't have change. They really don't. 20, 50, and 100s. Carry about 5 or 6 of these. 20s, 5, 6, 7 of those, 3, 4, 5 of those, and you're set. And you'll be fine on anything that you do. He's talking about brand new $100 bills. Yeah, $100 bills, brand new. Take them to the exchanger at the bank. Now, a bank will take ones that's bent. And depending on the bank, they will take ones bent, as long as it's not damaged too bad. Canoa, great advice. I had to make some iced tea. I missed it. Tom, did you make some iced tea? Did I miss you thanking Judy for the super chat? Oh, you did. Did she do super chat? Oh, Judy, were you? I did. Judy, I did. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not on my screen. Where's it at, Judy? Hold on. Remember, I'm by myself. I'm doing a whole bunch of Judy. Anthony Wilson, how you doing, sir? Judy. Man, my phone's going over. People text me on this coronavirus thing. I'm getting a lot of texts on that. It said 25,000. All right, let's see here. What in the world? Judy, I don't see it. It did not come in on my phone. But someone, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, Judy. Thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We appreciate it. Ray Wolf, thank you again, sir. I don't know what it is, 10:45. What'd you say? I understand, I'm able to smile if I'm explaining right. Thanks anyway. Okay. Good morning, Arco. You can use American at the malls, Best Buy to pay in peso. You just need to turn pesos to money exchanger. Dabble Don, yeah. That's skirt. Exactly. So when you're there, put Thomas Colley, his party is in Davao, 19, 20, 21 of April. And it's at the Delano, so all is welcome. Please come. Everybody's welcome. Delano Resort, April 19, 20, and 21. 19, 20, and 21. And we're just going to have, Ruth is putting together a thing. We haven't had time. She's bringing cakes and stuff. I have a friend of mine over there, never been to school a day in his life, but they boy could survive on anything. He's home in the jungle and could live like a king. There you go. I do with a loincloth. Most places like Sorry Stories of Mark will not have that much change for you. They use all pesos. They don't have that much. Yeah. I want a drone. Yeah. Money change everywhere. It's in big cities. Yeah, just take it to the bank, man. They have an exchange. Yeah, Frank the plumber. When you come out of the airport, Frank, if I'm missing your questions, I'm sorry and I apologize for it. Remember, it's 3 hours, and I'm not very good at this. You go over right to the left. There's money exchanger right there by the bathrooms. Just look for the bathrooms. There's a money exchanger right there. Just go over there and throw down $200 bills, and it'll give you all the money that you need. And ask them for, listen, when you ask for change, say, take this 1,000, break it up for me. Break it up. I need 20s, 50s, and 100s. Break it all up. Give me 5 100s in the West and 50s and 20s. So you're set. Keith, I got your email. Frank, I got an email. Frank, decent rates. I usually exchange $100 upon arrival. That's what I do. Did I miss anybody here? Let's see. I'm missing a lot of things here. Oof. Did you have to pay X fee when you left Manila? No, Davodon, you don't have to pay. It's within 6 months or 6 months that you're staying. You pay the exit fee when you leave after 6 months. And it's usually runs you about 1,000 peso, something like that. It's 500 peso for this and that. Costs about 1,000 peso to leave the Philippines. And what they do is you have to bring a copy of your ticket. They need to see the ticket. They need to touch it. You can do it on your phone. Sometimes they'll accept it, but you bring a copy of your ticket. I need an exit clearance to leave the Philippines within the 6 months. Within 6 months. So if it's after 6 months, you need exit clearance. If it's within, you're okay. You can just exit anytime, as long as you're on tourist visa or whatever visa. Why would you have to pay? You have to get an exit clearance to leave the Philippines if you leave within 6 months of your stay. If you do not, they will. You have to go get one. They will and tell you you need to get an exit clearance. And an exit clearance is what they do. They make sure that when you're leaving here, you did not do any harm or hurt anybody, this, that, and other. And it's exit clearance where they just check make sure your passport's up to date, all ABCFG. No, Tom, they even charge 600 pesos to leave airport, even vacation. Okay. I guess I did not have to pay that, but maybe that's a new rule. Okay. But an exit clearance, if it's within the first 6 months, now it may cost 1,200 pesos, something like that. It's actually a piece of paper. You could actually, you have to go to the BI, say, listen, I need an exit clearance because I'm leaving the country and I'll be back. They don't care when you're coming back. They just know when you're leaving. And so you take an airline ticket and you take your passport, and there's paperwork you have to fill out, and you fill out that paperwork, and they give you what they call exit clearance. And you have to take that to your airport with you when you fly out. It's going to be in the passport. So that means you're cleared to exit the country. Clear. In other words, they do a background check on you. And if you're cleared to exit the country, if you're clear, then you can leave the country fine. If you're not cleared, you have to clean that up. I think it's not included. It's not included in the ticket. It is included within the 6 months. After 6 months, it is not. You still have to get an exit clearance. If you're on a tourist visa, you have to get an exit clearance. If you don't get an exit clearance, they will not let you on. And the reason I know that is I've been fighting that battle now. A guy went to the airport. He's been here almost 9 months. And yesterday they denied him out of the country. They denied him. He said, what happened? He said, what is an exit clearance? I said, it's a clearance to authorize you to leave the country. Did they do a background check on you? He goes, no. He has said, you have to go to the BI. So guess what? He lost the ticket. He had to go to the BI on Monday. And this is yesterday or Friday. So he has to go BI on Monday, get an exit clearance, pay that money, and then now he can leave. And you can do that within 2 weeks. 2 weeks of you flying. And the reason I'm telling you this, I just went through this with my buddy. What are the vaccines to the locals? All. Polio, measles, all. The same in U.S. Yeah. When I left Manila, it was 200 peso. I didn't pay anything, so it's probably just terminal fee. Yeah, okay, exit clearance. Terminal fee at the airport, exit clearance is 500 peso at the BI. Yeah. Most terminal fees are included in ticket price now. Yeah, they do have terminal fees already in the price, but that's a different fee they just hitting you up with. But you still have to get a clearance if you've been here longer than 6 months. What it is, the BI grabs your ticket and they check your background and make sure you have no what they call it a black mark on your name. On your last trip, they tried to charge us the exit fee, but when the girl at the counter saw me, never mind, winked at me. Rose was pissed. Yeah, the last time I left, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. This is 2018. I walked up to the counter. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I says, I'm flying out at whatever, 6 or 7. And they got it clear. Did you get an exit clearance? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Right? And he said, see ya. So I went on through. I didn't have to pay anything. I went around here, went another window, went through security, went out. So I wasn't aware of that. But I had been here, remember, 2 years in 2018. So that's what they did then. But a guy emailed me yesterday. He said they in Cebu tried to get out, and they said you need to get X clearance from the BI, Bureau of Immigration, there in Cebu. And it's have to wait till Monday. So he's waiting till Monday to get the X clearance. And that's where they go in and take your passport, just like you do a visa stamp, and they'll give you a exit clearance. Mark Jones trying to catch up on the comments. Thank you for your advice. Very helpful, and I remember it. Does anyone pay? I do not pay on my last trip there. I'm not sure if I was in the cost of the ticket. It could have been. It could have been the cost of the ticket. I mean, I know my ticket, it may have been in the cost, but I didn't pay it. She asked me, said, you have to go to the BI to get clearance. And I said, I don't know anything about that, ma'am. I said, I'm oblivious to that. She said, oh, and just went on through. It usually is now, so it's included. But you still have to get clearance to leave. You can't just leave. You know what I'm saying? You're still online. I know. I'm offline now. It's 3 hours. I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry. And my coffee is cold. I already drank that cup. I've been talking so much. Judy, thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't see it. It did not show on my phone, the super chat. Ray Wolf, thank you so much for super chat. Today I want to thank everybody. Marshall, I am going now. I'm tired. It's 3 hours and 11 minutes. I'm going now. So please, please, please have a good day, Big Daddy. Always allow extra time, folks. I got stuck here by a typhoon. Yeah. Thank you. Great, JG. Great comment. JG, I'm going to tell you what JG, when he left, he didn't have to pay anything because he flirted with the girl, meaning he winked at her. And they just let him on through because he's so guapo. That's the tax and charges fees. Oh, okay. Okay. I just got home from Chili's. Man, and I'm still talking. I'm done. Have a great day. See you on the next one. Mark King, Shannon, see you next time. We'll have another one in the morning. Remember, it's Ruth and Tom Philippine Adventures in the morning. Ruth and Tom Philippine Adventures. Please don't forget to come on Ruth and Tom Philippine Adventures. God bless everybody, and thank you so much for always. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave because it shows active content. And actually what it does, it will show that the more activity, the more YouTube will actually say, okay, we like it, and we'll show it more. YouTube is really getting funny on that now. I can't say that word either. It's getting funny on that now because if you don't do this and don't do that, don't do this and don't do that, they get really, really, really they're getting really picky. And if I say that word iris, like drinking that one, and iris, right? If I say that word, it demonetizes the video. I got a notification on that. Your video has been demonetized because it does not suit does not suit the advertisers. I guess the advertisers didn't like that one. All right, take care. I said Bukake, Davo, Don, Big Daddy, thank you, Scoop, Mom, thank you, Terry Alcorn, thank you, Davo, Don, thank you, Out, Anthony Wilson, high five, high five, high five. And thank you so much, T. Torres, Frank the Plumber, thank you for coming on, Ray Wolf, thank you, God bless, thank you for all that you do, JG, thumbs up, algorithm, yeah, it does, yeah, that's exactly right, thank you, JG. Everybody don't forget, Davodon, thank you, JG, Byron Watts, Sharon, thank you, Davodon, Mr. Sir Liner, thank you so much for coming on, my good friend, Anthony Wilson, Kanoy, thank you, Kanoy, look at them spoons, boom, 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 Kanoy got a few trolls today, thank you for that, Anthony Wilson, Davodon, JG, Frank the Plumber, thank you all, Chi Torres, Gary T, Bill Pruitt, Mark Jones, Mark King, Davo Don again. Let's see, Graham. Thank you, Graham. If I miss you guys, please excuse. But thank you. God bless. Jim and Rose, thank you for coming on. Thomas Colley, thank you. We'll see you again in the morning and Wednesday morning. God bless. Thank you. My throat. I think I'm on a desert.